And what's the other thing you wrote? By the way, that's so cute because the dude in my English class is always alone, and I know he's excluded like Jay's just because he's autistic. And like I'm always sit with him, and like yesterday I told him I like cats, and he sent me some videos about cats. Okay, that's nice. I'm glad he can be comfortable with me at least in our class. Wow, hard going out of their way to actually be a decent human being. Damn. I don't know why some people would judge someone just because they're autistic. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, why would, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why someone would do that. I mean, there's no reason, right? Because just because someone's autistic doesn't mean that, you know, you should avoid them or anything like that, right? Because everyone has like different, let's say, circumstances. Just because the circumstances are different from yours, you shouldn't really have to, let's say, treat them too different, or you know, try and alienate yourself away from them, or rather alienate them. Already happy all the time. I don't want to be happy every time I'm playing games. You don't want to be happy while you're playing games. What? So you want to be miserable when playing games? Why? Why the hell do you want to be miserable when playing games? The hell is wrong with you? That doesn't really make much sense. Explain things. Okay. Rewards very quickly. Do these. Yes, yes, yes. Take this. Take this, yes. 300? Oh, alright, because they did that. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, take that, and I think we are good. Complete the mission. Oh, okay. So I guess we would did the first section. Okay. Oh no, man, I've remembered. What? I remembered he dated a minor and saw the girl. Okay, never mind. What? He dated a minor. I wanna say how do I say this without making it sound weird? Minor in what sense? Was it like him being what 18 and the other person being 17, or him being like, let's say 18 and the other guy and the other person being 14? Because there's like, I feel like there's a difference. Because technically a 17-year-old is a minor while an 18 isn't, right? And they stalked a girl. Okay, that's a different issue. And you just love sad games. You just love sad games. What is a game that's sad? That's on the top of my head. Sad game. I can't think of a sad game off the top of my head. Which would count as a sad game? Let me think. Let me think. You can't really say Impact 3 is a sad game, right? Because it does have a bittersweet. It has a happy, bittersweet ending for the end of part 1. God, I can't think of a game on the top of my head. He's like 17, 18, and his boyfriend was 13. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yep. Okay, that is not good. Because it was just like a 1 year. Sure. You can even maybe argue 2 year difference, right? But yeah, I cannot. Not not 17 to 13. Yeah, no. Good pizza, great pizza. The fuck is good pizza, great pizza? I'm not gonna. I mean, technically, you should just show me what a pizza. Oh, wait, no, what? Huh? Tab Blaze's newest game. How is it a sad game? This is just a pizza simulator. What? That's just a pizza simulator. Okay. Sure. You know what? Sure. I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Do I want to? Nah, nah. I CBA to. I can't be asked to try and question it because I'm pretty sure I'll get a uh, nonsensical, nonsensical answer. Yep, that's what I'm gonna say. Nonsensical. I was gonna say something else, but yeah. Oh, Kiana's back. Okay. Nah. Okay. What is the abyss this time? Stardust? No, oh, bleed. Okay, it's bleed. Okay. Stardust with this with these fucks. Ah. Yep, okay, that's how you make Sushin relevant. Yep, yep. It has law. What law would the freaking pizza? And I can see it, right? I can see it because I can't remember. There's like a taxi driving game, right? Where it's basically very much not really complex, right? But the characters that the taxi driver meets are like very interesting. So I can see like how it can have law, right? Because the customers would be the law in a sense, right? Okay, I can see it. I can see it. But do I want to believe you when you talk about this good pizza, great pizza? Let's see. Apparently, on the App Store, it's 4 out of 7 reviews, or 4.7 stars, sorry, and 1.7 million reviews. Damn, how many of those are botted? Yeah, it's just a simulate. What the? You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother thinking too much about it. Okay. So okay, so what all right, it was like Stardust Bleed, sure. Do we just go on to it? How where did we get up to in the story yesterday? I don't remember. All right, we were okay, no, okay, now I remember. We were literally on the scene. Yeah, we were literally on that scene. What does it say in the story before actually? Uh wait, hold on, okay, so actually like an actual recap. I want to crash it. I need to, okay, now this is chapter 7 stuff, right? I'm sure you've done chapter 7. This isn't chapter 8 just yet. I'm not into chapter 8. I haven't started chapter 8 yet. I want to see what the hell this recap was. Yeah, I guess it's not really a good recap. Another Kelia. Yeah, okay. Very okay. This is okay. It survives as a recap, right? Obviously, misses some sections. What the hell did we do yesterday? It sounded like we didn't really see that many CGs. Oh no, apparently we did. Apparently there's only 3 CGs left. What the? I don't know, but there's difference between CGs and just the pictures, right? The CGs are, let's say, animated. God, I wish there was a better way to scroll this. Yeah, what was it? This one, right? To here. So what was it that happened yesterday in this story? For chapter 8? Alright, it continued off from Durando and Entropy, right? And that the person that was behind them was Song Shui. And we ended up learning that the that the Tenshus War period that we were at was the 33rd Tenshus War. Yeah, that's what happened, right? Yeah, because basically Song Shui was telling us that some monsters were after her. They defeated the monsters, and that she was here to take something, but you know she wasn't really telling us what, and that she wanted to get her stuff back that she dropped. You didn't know there's a faster way to scroll? There's not a faster way to scroll. The game hasn't even been out for decades. Shut the fuck up. What is the faster way to scroll? Because apart from using the mouse wheel, is there a faster way to scroll? What is this apparently the faster way to scroll? Hard. Enlighten me. Would I be able to see it? Because I'm pretty sure it takes me immediately into chapter 8 if I start. This would be to none may God pray. Not that one. Oh, but this works. This works. This? Yeah, okay, yes, here it is. Oh no, there's three, not that many, there's only two. Okay. Of course there is. What the okay, then what is it then, Hud? Tell me. How do you scroll faster? Because you're not telling me how you scroll faster, you're just saying there is. Which isn't really saying much, because you just be bullshitting. Which I think you are. Yeah, because technically this is where we got up to yesterday, but that's not the start, right? Yeah, what was I saying? Alright. Are you seriously, you don't... Fuck up, Hard. And as you actually explain the method, you're BSing. Nice rage bait, bitch. Where was I? Alright. Song Choi was basically leading us around the tower to try and, find her stuff, supposedly. But each time we kept following Song Choi, there was like more and more monsters. Right? And then we found the supposed chest where she, left her stuff. And in the chest, like, before we opened the chest, we tried to ask Song Choi, what's the deal? Why is there so many enemies? And then she kind of tells us that, that the reason why she's here is that she was here to steal from God for a job from that she was given a job to steal an item from the God's tower. So then we open the chest and we see that it's the Senna's astral ring, right? The fact this is the first time I'm not rage basing you. There's you. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, tell me. Tell me, okay. You're saying it's not rage bait. I know it's rage bait, and I'm for some reason falling for it. Okay, so what is it then, Hud? How do you scroll faster? And if it doesn't work, you're a bitch. Because I know if I ban you, you're gonna appreciate that instead. Or you're gonna prefer that instead, so. What was it then? I hope you're embarrassed that someone has been playing. Okay, you're stalling. You're stalling. So what is it? You're just stalling, Hud. What was it? What was it? Yeah. Alright, it was the Senna's astral ring. And when Entropy was holding the astral ring was surrounded by some shadows, but then she absorbed it looked like she absorbed the shadows that were surrounding it. And Entropy asked, wow, why is the astral ring here? But it's also evidence, that Senna's alive and that's a link to it. But then Song Choi asks basically asked who gave her this task, right? Actually, no, wait. Okay, let me preface this. Okay, that wasn't where the chapter started, right? the chapter started with Litos coming to the tower and meeting Layla, right? Because apparently Layla called Litos to the tower, and essentially they have a small conversation, and Layla says that some rats snuck in and took Zenadina's pendant, and basically tells Litos to find it for her, right? To retrieve the lost pendants. But Litos also does make a comment that if she really cherished the pendant, why would that she shouldn't lose it so often, right? It's hard to explain. Just give me your account password. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so there is no password. Shut the hell up, bud. And it's also very implied. It's very much implied that Layla herself caused the shadow calamity. Yeah, because she specifically says that how she by making the shadow authority go, haywire, and causing it basically the shadow calamity, right? Which is like very it's it brings into question, right? Because supposedly the dream seeker system was something that Layla wanted to be constructed, right? So that the dream seeker, us, goes and tries to find the source of the. Well, we actually don't really know the full purpose of the dream seeker system, right? But supposedly it's to the reason why Layla was created. Well, I mean, not dream seeker was created by Layla, was to try and resolve the issues with the shadow calamity. But if Layla was the one that created the shadow calamity, why would Layla want the dream seeker to do that, right? It doesn't make sense. But we'll see. Yeah, that's what happened first. And then we go to like a few hours before, which is when, Song Chuan met up with Durando and Dreamseeker. Why would you spoil to me, useless fan? I literally said I'm going to go over what we went through the chapter yesterday. Shut the fuck up. And literally, everything that I've spoken about is literally the first 10, 20 minutes. It's not even that. I didn't really even get that far yesterday, if I'm being honest. Keep playing your Guna game, I'm gonna shower. Okay. First of all, good. You're finally taking a shower after all these years. Actually taking care of your hygiene for once. Second of all, is Impact Third a Guna game? I wouldn't really say it's Guna, right? I would say it's like slightly, but not too much, right? It's very tame, in my opinion, in terms of the Gunu scale, right? Like if we put it in the Gunu scale, which let's say something like Brown Dust 2 would be, let's say, a 10. I would say what? Impact Third is like a 4, right? It's not that Gunerish. Okay. So what happened then? Okay, so Sunshine basically tells us that she got this job from the Lantern organization, that the person who requested for this job was the heir of the Lantern organization, which was apparently Baiji. And what? But which is weird, right? Because the Baiji that we came to know, in the later time, was against the Lantern organization. So it looks like this job was the turning point, which caused, the split between Baiji and, Lantern organization. You're a 10. What, I'm being a Guna? Am I? No, I wouldn't rank myself that high, to be honest. Because it's not like a thing about tits and ass 24/7. Why would I even rank myself in that scale? Yeah. Maybe when I was young I'd be higher. Maybe when I was younger I was like an 8. Now, 5-ish. You're 10 of being a fanboy. Shut the fuck up. I'm not a fanboy. Piss off. Once you're gonna take a shower, Hud, go take your shower. You're stinking up the room. Okay. No, so I don't want to know. Okay. What was it? All right, yeah. Songchoi got this job because she was going to retire after this job because it was like big money. But we convinced Songchoi to let us have the Astro ring, right? That or the God's artifact, let's say. That we'll put in a good word so that she doesn't really get in trouble for not completing the job that she was given. Very mature. Yeah, yeah, thanks, man. Very, very mature, right? Good. It's good that you understand. Take a hard. What was it then? Yeah, so we agreed, for us to keep the thing, the the Astro Ring, but then after some time, like the Dream Seeker for some reason seems to, she's I guess like a influx of memories from Layla, and then Dream Seeker basically finds out the relationship between Senadina, Layla, and how Layla was the root cause of the Shadow Calamity. But by learning all of this, she basically starts, passing out because all of this information overloads. But at the same time, a lot of shadow enemies are like approaching us, and as a last resort, Songchoi uses an escape talisman to get us out. So we're out, we're back in, the streets of Rimu, and, with Dream Seeker, basically unconscious. Durando essentially uses the telephone and the coins to, do an escape and leave the Luoxing, simulation. What was interesting was that Songchoi did, let's say, effectively saw Durando and Dreamseeker, just disappear like out of thin air. Which I feel like it could be something that can be used later on, right? We don't know. I feel like it's a detail that may come up later. We'll see. Okay, so now we're back at Hyperion. We're back at Hyperion with Agita and Vita basically talking to each other, and basically it's actually saying that they're hiding something, that each side's hiding something. But Agita's like supposedly being very much open, but then Vita points out some facts about, or some details about Agita that don't make sense, right? And effectively, it's kind of like it's insinuating that the Agita isn't really, let's say, just a NPC, right? It's kind of like it's insinuating that Agita herself uploaded her consciousness into the system, right? Thereby making the Agita NPC not just an NPC and it being actually Agita. But it's like not really, let's say, confirmed, right? That's what it's all insinuating. But Agita then claims that Vita is also hiding stuff, right? As implying that Vita has a connection to Mars, right? Shut the hell up, foaming a day beauty. Yeah, that she's insinuating that Vita has a connection to Luoxing, to Mars, because supposedly Vita just stumbled upon the supercomputer and was somehow able to, the quantum computer, and so was somehow able to, reinitiate the system. But that's like, if you think about it, that doesn't make sense, right? Why would Vita A come to Mars, B have the, let's say, the authority to do so, right? So she should have some connection to Mars. But then that question is, that doesn't make sense, right? Because Vita's not from Mars. She's literally from Perusha, from Venus. But the destruction of Mars happens literally 2 billion, like, I'm pretty sure what was like 2 billion or a billion years before Perusha was even destroyed, right? So where is that connection, right? Like, what is Vita's actual goal for coming to Mars? Oh, yeah, like, what is the actual goal? Okay, that's that. And we learned that before Entropy, fell unconscious, she told everyone what she learned from from the memories. And then we go back to, I guess, then we basically skip time a bit, right? Let's skip time a bit forwards, and we learn that. No, we don't skip time a bit forwards. What Teresa tells us that, or Teresa tells. Is it? Yeah. Teresa essentially tells her that she was going to tell Helia, but then she noticed that Helia wasn't there, and then also learned that Helia went like into the system, and they can't track Helia, right? So they learned that Helia's missing, right? After Entropy wakes up. So Helia's missing. Well, Helia's missing to them. They can't notice her, and what else is there? All right, I just like makes quite a few comments about how research is like basically moving on smoothly with with Dream Seeker's success in what she's doing, but we don't really know what the research is, right? And that's technically where that section ends, and then we go to to Helia and Alter Helia, right? And essentially learn that the only reason why, let's say, the Helia association is happening is because of the quantum Mars quantum computer, right? Which makes sense, right? It's literally a quantum computer, right? It's and that she's essentially Helia from a different timeline, and that she disdains Helia for her weakness of her unwillingness to pursue vengeance, and basically calls her a hypocrite, right? So that's and that she's happy that she has the opportunity because supposedly the Alter Healer has achieved her vengeance by basically killing everyone in her timeline, is what it's basically saying. That she wanted to get rid of her weak self, and so that's what she did, right? By replacing her weak or let's say defective part. So she got a new heart, a new body, new eyes, the good stuff. And that's how she became what she is now, or what she is. And that she mentions that the only reason why she hasn't, let's say, succumbed the same way as Helia, as she has, is that her most precious memory is what's holding her together. And so she's gonna see what exactly this core memory that she has is. What is it? And we learn that the memory is essentially the time that she spent with Corelia while they were traveling to the moon, right? So if anyone played the interlude chapter where Kiana, Bronya, and May basically do run like a simulation, right? Because they've been essentially becoming senpais to them. So they they try and run a simulation of like how they should act with them, of like how they should treat them. Yeah, this is essentially that time period, right? And we're pretty much giving a lot of food and crumbs of Corelia, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where we got up to. It was very much a lot of cute moments, with essentially Alter Healer being a observer of this memory. So yeah, let's continue. Because now we want some training, right? Yeah. Helia, Barricade, Density, Combat Simulation starts. Smash. Huh? What is this? Oh, we have to kill units. Alright, how does she have 25? What is this BS? No. We are fair into it. We're fair to it. We do not cheat. We do not cheat in this household. We're just good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we do not lose this. Imagine losing. Okay. Wait, hold on. Were we out of the youths? Oh, okay. Well, we win anyway. Cool. 62, what? 35? Hell yeah. Can't believe you actually won.
私もあんたがこんなに強いとは思ってなかったよ。でもスコアを倍にするあのチートは本当にものすごく余計だった。
Didn't expect you to be this good either. But the little trick you pulled to double score, completely, absolutely, and utterly unnecessary.
あなたが知らないようなことはまだまだ山ほどあるから、これからゆっくり見せてあげる。
And that was strategy. That was strategy? Should that be that was that was strategy. And I've got plenty of more from where that came from. Just wait.
ここは怒っていいところだと思うけど、今回は見逃してあげる。楽しみにしてるよ。
I should be mad about this, but I'll let this slide this time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Oh, letting it slide just because you won? Corelia. A lot of cute moments. And we know where all these cute moments are gonna go. They burst into laughter just from meeting each other's eyes, only barely managing to hold it in after instinctively looking away at the same time. So, are we done with this ridiculous, outdated way of communicating? I thought we were going to fill up the 7 days worth of notes. That booklet wasn't meant for this. We should wrap this up and use it as intended. Besides, we ran out of things to say over the distance, so it'll be better to talk face to face from now on. That's intended. You never flipped through it? It's my game notebook. I wrote on some stuff that's annoying to check in the game's menu pages. She is a stickler for the rules. No, because you never said I could look for it. Wow, you really are by the booklet, idiot. Hey, oh wait, I've been meaning to ask, why did you climb up the locker back then? Adorable pets. What is this, Nintendogs? Oh yeah, it's a workout game that uses augmented reality. Want to experience the joy of catching and raising adorable virtual pets? With this, hitting 10k steps a day is no longer just a dream. I don't get what you're so pleased about. So, Did you manage to catch any virtual pets as quickly as you? At some point, the cabin lights had gone out. Filtered through the porthole, the soft light cast a shadow that resembled a picture frame. Without realizing it, the two of them had drifted into a vast cosmic canvas surrounding them. Invisible particles blended into soft, luminous hue. With visible light waves carried the colors through their pupils, imprinting them deep in their sights.
残念ながら捕まえられなかったんだ。ただでさえ変なやつだったから。あいつは育成目標と成長チャートが完全に食い違ってて、プレイヤーの掲示板に上がってる情報によると、両者は真逆の方向を向いてるんだ。
Unfortunately, no. It's a strange one, though whose growth objectives contradict its growth curve. According to the player's forum analytics, they could go in opposite directions. She let her gaze drift lightly and distantly, drawing Helia's eyes along.
あ、ごめん。ゲームに詳しくないのを忘れてた。どう説明したら伝わるのか。ちょっと考えさせて。
Sorry, I thought you didn't really play games. Let me think of a way to explain it.
ウサギなのにクマになることを夢見てて、隕石なのに月になりたがってるみたいな。
I guess that kinda is a decent analogy for it. Kinda. A rabbit dreams of becoming a grizzly bear. A meteor dreams of becoming the moon.
想像力があるんだね。意外かも。でも、決められたプログラム通りに動くゲームのキャラに、夢なんて大それた意志はないよ。ただ単に、誰もこのウサギに人参を与えてあげようとしなかっただけ。
Didn't expect you to be so imaginative, but a programmed game's character doesn't really have something as grand as a dream. It's just that no one has ever found the rabbit's control. Rabbit's carrots. It's carrots?
人参。これならわかるかな。ウサギやトウモロコシやリンゴでもお腹は満たせるけど、十分な栄養は得られない。それらを食べても育たないし、ましてや理想とする姿に成長することなんて、なおさらできないんだ。
Yeah, carrots. That makes it easy to understand, right? Corn and apples can fill its stomach, but they don't provide enough nutrition. It can't grow by eating them, let alone become a strong figure it imagines itself to be.
その子を捕まえたプレイヤーの大半は、最初から育成を諦めるか、試してみた後に断念することになる。仕方のないことだけどね。今のバージョンには、そもそも人参が存在してないって噂だし。
So most players give up on raising it immediately, or after trying it. After trying. It's understandable. People speculate that in the current version, carrots don't exist at all. So kind of like how, I guess, it's not really, I guess, a good analogy, right? Or good comparison, but kind of like how the so-called fated cow level existed at the start of what, Diablo 4? Like there were so many clues about the cow level, but I don't think it was implemented just yet.
成長できないウサギ。なんだか悲しいね。それってつまり、あんたがその子を捕まえるために費やした努力や、与えたトウモロコシやリンゴも全部無駄になっちゃうってこと？
A rabbit that can't grow. How tragic. So does that mean all the effort you put into catching it, or the corn and apples you fed it, were for nothing?
そんなことは言ってない。人参はきっと存在してると思う。もし存在してなかったら、それはゲームデザインのミスで、いずれかのバージョンで修正されるはずだよ。それに、さっき、夢って言わなかった？
Did she say dream? Am I... Okay. I never said that. I believe the card must exist. If it doesn't, then it's a design flaw, and sooner or later the patch will fix it. Besides, didn't you just say dream?
それはゲームのキャラにはそういう意思はないって言っ じゃない。
Oh, it's just didn't you say game characters don't have something as grand as that?
考えが変わったよ。ヘリア、一つ秘密を教えてあげる。この秘密は1分前に私が見つけたばかりだけど、あなたと一緒に見つけたとも言える。
I've changed my mind.
あなたに教えてあげる。
Healy, I want to tell you a secret. I just discovered it a minute ago, which means we discovered it together, so I'm sharing it with you. Hmm?
あなたの言う通り、夢ってゲームのキャラの育成目標と同じようなものなんだと思う。ゲームの設計者がプレイヤーが到達できないようなランクを設定しないように、人間も絶対に叶わない夢なんて抱かない。
I think you're right. Dreams are just like game characters' growth objectives. Just like how a designer wouldn't give a character an unattainable max rating. Humans wouldn't have dreams that are impossible to achieve.
私たちのヘリアはすごいわ。何でもできちゃう。
Isn't that little Healy simply spectacular? She can do anything. Anything.
ちょっと待って。今回は特殊ケースだから反論は受け付けないよ。私のことは大魔王だとでも思って。大魔王に逆らうやつは食べられちゃうんだよ。
Oh, wait, this
だから
is
通り過ぎる流れ星が証明してくれる。
a special case. I have a reason why I won't be accepting any counter arguments. Just think of me as the Dark Lord. The shooting star passing by right now is my witness. Anyone who dares to argue with the Dark Lord will be eaten. Eaten by Corelia. Well, I guess that's for the Boris.
どうやら今回は特殊なケースみたいだし、私も大魔王の肩を持たなきゃ。
Well, I'm pretty sure out of every fetish I know,
さもないと食べられちゃうんだよね。
voyeurism is like the niche of the niche. What am I saying? Alright, Dark Lord. Currently, this is a special case. I also have my reason why I must support the Dark Lords. No one can argue with the Dark Lord, otherwise the Dark Lord will eat them.
あはは。
彼女は何を言ってるんだ。
What is she even talking about? A massive doubt surged in her mind.
コラリーはそんな甘い考えを抱くバカだったの。
Oh, okay. So it's kind of showing how Alter Healer didn't really understand Corelia too well, right? Because like Alter Healer also like missed the flags of what Corelia was saying, right? Well, how Corelia was, telling her. Was Corelia such a naive fool? The revenge spirit didn't think she knew this Corelia, the one who lived in Healy's memory.
コラリーは一体どんな人物だったんだ。
Ooh. Who exactly was Corelia? Is she gonna get mad now, like realizing this? Yeah, she is, right? Ooh. Yet in her own fragmented memories, there was nothing to confirm or deny it. Was she really kinda naive? Was she really the type to care about a fool's feelings and resonate with the most pathetic of the incompetent? As these childish, painfully dull memories suggested, did she too have a selfish little secret known, one that made her show an unguarded, foolishly youthful side?
わからない。
I don't know. Maybe? Maybe among the parts that were cut away and replaced, there was a lost memory imprinted with laughter. Seeing the face and smiling uncontrollably, locking eyes and breaking into laughter, unable to stop. Finding resonance in her ridiculous words, convinced that this person was a kindred spirit.
ありえない。
No. The moment that hopeful thought was born, it was snuffed out. In that world ravished by disaster, there was no space for such moments to exist.
コラリーは強力な戦士。
Yep.
誰もが知るスーパー兵士だった。
Because the image of her, the Corelia that she knows is the super soldier, not of Corelia. Corelia was a formidable warrior, a super soldier known to all. Nonchalant, cynical, always joking about running away. Impossible to read. Neither lively nor adorable, but...
彼女は唯一無二で、もうどこにもいない
She was a one of a kind, and now she's gone. Now, has she not longed for anything and willingly made every sacrifice she could for it? Blind! What is this light? No, that's not her. Actually, okay. Some with the light is actually kind of blinding. Jesus. The revenge spirit pushed the doubt aside, just as she had many times before. She refused to let herself follow the thought of any further, letting sorrow and hatred swallow her whole instead. I thank God. I don't know Shelia, not her, not the twisted echo shaped by her memories. Yes, the revenge spirit came to destroy everything. How could she falter because of her? By the way, a meteor that's about to graze you. Use the control buttons to change the course. Why would they do that? I'm blind. Okay. Oh god, Jesus Christ, so much blinding. The sound came as expected.
力場シールド展開。防御チャージシステム正常稼働。有効遮蔽率 98.5%。
Force field shield expanded. Protective charging systems functioning. Effective shielding probability 98.5%.
熱エネルギーチャージ増幅機起動。酸素変換システム安定稼働中。残りの 1.5% はだから言ったんだ。今回帰還したらハイペリオン11号は大規模なメンテナンスが必要だって。
Understood. Thermal recharge booster engaged. Oxygen conversion system stable. As for the remaining 1.5%, they didn't say Hyperion 11 would need a full overhaul after this trip back. Where is this? What's happening? This isn't a continuation of that lost memory.
いっそ徹底的にリフォームしよう。あの傷跡がずっと気に入らなかったんだ。
Might as well do a full refurbishing while I'm at it. Been meaning to get rid of that old scratch for ages.
あれを消すのは無理だと思うよ。私たちの仕事は火星を中心に展開してるから、小惑星帯との接触は避けられない。軽い傷跡は勲章だと思うようにしたら。
There's no permanent fix for that. Since our work revolves around Mars dealing with the asteroid belt, it's inevitable. How about we just call the minor scratches badges of honor?
ここまでずっと操縦してたから疲れたでしょ。この先は低密度エリアだし。コラリー、交代する？
Flying this intensely must be exhausting. There's a low density region up ahead. Corelia, want to switch out?
私はどこかの強がってばかりのバカとは違うから答えは決まってるよ。疲れた。休む。ダブルクリームチーズグラタンスープが食べたい。
Okay. I'm not some stubborn idiot who always overexerts herself. So there's only one answer. I'm exhausted. I want double salted cream grilled cheese soup.
甘えないでよ。
No whining.
これは明らかに別の記憶だ。まさかあの役立たずの記憶の中に本当に流れ星に衝突された出来事があって。それが偶然にも呼び覚まされたとでも言うの。
This is a different memory. Could it be that the Iran ship was actually hit by a meteor, which is a memory that can be awakened?
悪運の強いやつだ。
What luck.
それもここまでだ。
But this sensei, disable the shield and destroy the mismemory. How about no? Well, I guess we have no choice. The world was changed forever. Huh? Corelia.
もうやめやめ。私は論文を書くためにこのプロジェクトに参加しただけで、命を懸けるつもりなんてなかったんだから。
I quit. I only got involved in this project to write my thesis. I never signed up to throw my life away.
作戦に参加したのはあくまで生活のため。そっちだって。補給を無駄にする私を見ずに済むでしょ。
It's reminding her. Yeah, okay. I only joined this operation to get by. Leaving's not bad. And this will save you from watching me laze around and waste supplies. Yeah, it's taking her back. I do like those eyes. Yeah. Oh god, maybe I am a knife fucker. Not in the literal sense. Just in case. But I do like the pattern of the eyes.
任務を続けたければ勝手にして。予備の救命ボートはもらっとくから。
If you want to continue the mission, be my guest. I'm taking the spare escape pod.
今回は今まで考えたことすらないようなことをする。
This time I'm gonna do something I never even considered before.
嘘をつかないで。何をするつもりだ。
Hmm? You're lying. What are you planning?
あんたは逃げる気なんてない。あんたは隕石のことも遠い天体のこともわからないけど、あんたのことはわかってるから。
Is this like a what if? Yeah, I guess this is the what if, right? You're not trying to escape at all. Don't understand meters or distant celestial bodies, but I understand you. She understands her. Ooh.
言うじゃない。じゃあ当ててみて。
Bold words. Then tell me, what am I gonna do?
あんたは死にゆくつもりだ。誰よりも私がよくわかってる。
You're going to die. No one knows it better than I do.
教えて。どうしてあんな価値のないクズのために死のうとしてるんだ。
Why? Tell me why. Why would you throw your life away with some worthless failure?
何バカなことを言ってるんだか。伝えたはずだよ。私の夢は永遠に生きることだ。
Reptilia.
爬虫類や最悪よりももっと長く生きる。できれば尻尾が生えるまで生きてたい。あ、もう尻尾はあったね。
What nonsense are you spouting? Haven't I told you? My dream is to live forever. Live longer than Reptilia and Calamity. Long enough to grow a tail. Oh wait, I already have a tail.
そんな私が死にゆくわけないでしょ。
There's no way I'd die. Hmm?
どうやら間違えたようだ。認められ
The revenge spirit got something wrong.
沈め理解しようとした。そして自分の一部を武器にして
Serve as a weapon.
打ち破ろうとした。
I've actually rediscovered attachment. These emotions beyond hatreds. Okay, that's so quick. Fuck off.
思想も行動も相入れない。だから私はお前の記憶の中で苦しみ続ける。
Yet emotion and desire to understand our human abilities.
これくらい造作もない。一番の思い出を壊せずとも、お前はもう逃げられない。そして私の記憶は最も苦しい枷になる。お前が1000倍以上の苦しみを味わい続けることが私が下す審判だ。
Oh, I do like this though. Well, it was annoying that the healing section was like way too quick. That I missed a bit, but I did get the gist. Humans are weak, powerless, chained down by attachments. Ghosts are free, untethered, invincible upon cutting the strand of dependence. But now she's no longer undefeatable. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then I guess looking at her memories. The revenge spirit imprisoned Helia within her memories. Yeah, we saw these memories last time, right? when we first did chapter 7. Ooh, this island is escape from the other Helios memories. You cannot escape.
私は怒りの川を見た。
Furious River. Huh?
はじめは血管の中で川が流れてた。
Wait, give me a quick second, chat.
苦痛の網を織り上げた。
Okay, back. At first it coursed through my veins, resentment and regret weaving a net of pain.
なぜ
Bailey has nothing left, huh? Why is that?
なぜ私を騙した。なぜ私を助けた。
No, okay.
なぜ
This is
私を
Alter Helio. Why did you lie to me? Why did you save me? Why me of all people?
この計画は2年もの間封印されてきたんだ。ガイドの人間ならともかく、私たちがその理由を知らないはずはないだろう。
This project was shut down 2 years ago. The outside world may not know why, but we do.
じゃあどうしたらいいの？新しい技術や装甲の開発に今更望みを託すなんて意味がないわ。戦闘員も研究員も最悪に容赦なく飲み込まれるんだもの。
So tell me, what else can we do? Is there any hope left in developing new technologies or battle suits? When calamity strikes, it doesn't care if you're a soldier or a scientist.
分かってる、分かってるさ。だからこそだ。最悪に殺された最高の天才たちですらなせなかったことに、なぜこれ以上犠牲を払う必要がある？
I know. That's exactly why. If even the greatest mind had died when the calamity couldn't do it, why are we still sending people to their death?
諦めるっていうの？もがきもせずにみんなで仲良く死ぬつもり？今までの努力が無駄になったとしても、この世界は私たちと一緒に死ぬまで頑張る運命にあるのよ。
What? Are you saying we should just give up then? Stop trying? Hold hands and march towards our deaths together? At this point, even if it's all for nothing, this world has no choice but to fight for the bitter end with us.
あんたが生きていたらこの世界はこんな風にはならなかった。死ぬまで頑張る私らしい。
Very self-deprecating, isn't she? If you were still alive, things wouldn't have fallen this far, right? Fight to the bitter end? Yeah, that sounds about right.
そして川は体外循環の試薬と溶液によって広がっていく。痛覚が共感の始まりとなり、呼吸をするたびに苦痛は狂気を育み、薄暗い霧となっていくのだ。
Then the river extended via external circulatory reagents and solutions. Pain became the foundation of a shared consciousness. Each breath bred more madness, forming a thick, suffocating mist.
やり遂げないと彼女の死も私がやってきたことも無意味になるじゃないか。
I have to succeed. Otherwise, her death, everything I've done, what would it all mean?
今回は確かに数値が上がったが、過去の最高値には及ばないだろう。
I still don't have hope. The numbers have gone up, but do they even come close to the peak numbers from before?
あなた、前の15回の実験記録を調べたの？許可なしで。
You went through the records of the first 15 tests without permission? You! Heathen!
君は知ってたんだ。同じ川に2度入ることはできないように、人は長い未来の中で全く同じ意志を持ち続けることはできない。君の言葉じゃないか。
You knew it all along. Just as one cannot step into the same river twice, one cannot maintain the same will over the endless stretch of time ahead. These are your own notes.
仕方がないでしょう。スーパー兵士コラリーを作った時みたいにほんの少しの希望があれば。愚か者、文句を言うなら黙ってて。
I had no choice. Just like when we created Super Social Corelia. Don't you get it? Even the faintest glimmer of hope means, damn it. So shut up and keep your complaints to yourself.
希望意志聖者は意志を変えずにはいられないが死者なら可能だ。そもそも死ぬべきだったのは私だから。
Hope? Well, the living can't hold on to their will forever, but the dead can. And I was supposed to die anyway.
私ならできる。私はそれを操る意志を持ってる。こんなもの永遠に維持するだけでいいなら。
I have it. I don't like the will to wield it. If it all it takes is holding on to this forever. Hmm.
そのために未来を燃やし尽くしてもいい。これからの自分のすべてを代価として。
So this was her spiral,
火
huh?
を潰す力を手に入れる。
Oof. Oh, the delivery is nice. I'll burn away my future, sacrifice every moment of my existence from now on, if it means gaining power to pulverize my enemies.
バカな。増長率がいきなり大幅に上昇しただって。一体何を。
Impossible. Why did the synchronization rate spike so much? What did you do?
被験者の求めに応じただけよ。人が無理なら人ならざるもので補えばいい。腎臓最悪の実験の時だって。
Artificial calamity. This is what the subject demanded. If humans can't achieve it, then fill the gap with something inhuman. Didn't we do the same when testing artificial calamity?
何を言ってるんだ。忘れたのか。スーパー兵士は腎臓最悪の産物。失敗作なんだぞ。
What are you saying? Have you forgotten? Super soldiers were the result of the artificial calamity. And that project failed. What?
彼女は最悪と化す前に自ら命を絶ったのよ。失敗したわけじゃないわ。コラリー本人の問題なの。あれほどの資源を無駄にして一体どんなことを
Oh god. She took her own life before she could fully transform into calamity. How does that prove failure? That was Corelli's personal choice. She wasted all those resources. What did she even accomplish?
回収された腎臓最悪の残片を抽出したのか。
Oh boy. Oh no. So that's why you extracted and recovered artificial calamity fragments. But...
お前たち
Oh, yep.
よくも
Whoo! How dare you?
そんな目で見ないでよ。恨むなら最悪を恨みなさい。今のありさまは全部あれのせいよ。
Don't look at me like that. If you want to hate something, hate calamity. Those things are what turn people into this.
狂気の結露が悲しみの雨に混ざり憎しみの岩層に染み込み怒りの溶岩流となって爆発する。
The blood-muddied mist was mixed with sorrowful rain, seeped into the solid layers of hatred, and erupted into a river of molten fury.
この機密技術は危険すぎるため一時は廃棄せざるを得ませんでした。封印された2年の間、我々の戦士たちもそれが本当に実在するのかと疑念を抱いていました。
The classified technology was abandoned for a reason. Too dangerous. Sealed away for 2 years. Even our own soldiers doubted its existence.
敵を撃つまで私は戦い続ける。
Will fight my enemies without rest.
それは最もの疑念でした。この装甲の開発にはワームホール転移の一部原理が使われており、使用者には現在から未来まで一
Huh? And the doubts weren't unfounded. The Battlesuit's development was based on wormhole traversal principles requiring its wielders to maintain an unbroken will from the past to future. What we call a spatial temporal consistency. I know that's an actual term. Oh, hello, I am. Yes. Spatial temporal consistency. What is this? Will my data work? Your data? What do you mean, what data? What data are you talking about? I'm assuming you're talking about your internet. I'm assuming since you said bad internet earlier. Spatial temporal consistency refers to the degree of which phenomenon maintains consistency in both space and time. Simpler terms, it means of how consistency something behaves across different locations at different times. Concepts of crucial in fields of data, including video generation, neurosensitivity. Huh? I guess I kind of get it, right? A traveling wave. As long as it's consistent throughout this whole travel, I guess it has spatial temporal consistency. I guess I can see that. Okay. So that's what her Battlesuit requires. It basically to be consistent. So, like a constant principle. Okay. Unbroken, yeah, maintain unbroken will. Yeah, okay. Because otherwise I'm guessing it'll probably impound on itself? Hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. It gives you the knowledge anyway, okay. But it's simply imagine countless versions of yourself fighting side by side across overlapping timelines. You must carry your past and future you wish to push yourself. Okay, I guess this is also giving us a reason as to why that Helia, could find this Helia, right? Because it's literally fighting side by side across overlapping timelines. Yeah, okay. Never stopping, never yielding. Before we found the adaptive, the entire research team believed no human could meet this battlesuit's criteria. But she did. This is a groundbreaking feat. To sink into endless suffering beyond salvation. Yeah, because 401 was the name of her battlesuit, right? Or the project that she underwent. I declare that Project 401 has at last succeeded. Resonating with the pain and desire, I let myself sink into it. The hell is this? Not necessary. Oh, Carlson.
すでに発見された生存者はほとんどがここに集まっています。前方の3カ所に防衛線を作りました。
What the hell? Okay.
このままでは
The hell is this?
防衛線が突破されれば全員死んでしまいます。待ってください。戦士たちが集まったら一緒に。言ったはずだ。
It do be the end of times. Okay, but I would destroy the rooftop there. Okay, it didn't. Okay. It's kind of weird seeing some of these NPCs in this area. Because, they technically don't belong in this area. Oh. Someone's dead with the T-pose. Oh, okay, no, never mind. I thought they were T-posing that. What are they fighting? I guess we can't really see what they're fighting, right? I guess it was what? Basically, if I remember, it was like quantum enemies, right? Inverted bloodbath of hatred. Unique powerful skill that belongs to the revenge spirits. From the plane of suits. Large diamond radius does not distinguish from friend and foe. Using it. Okay. Cowardly weakling. Okay. I guess you shouldn't use it too close to them, right? Otherwise they'll get hit by it. Oh. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have ulted. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, okay. My bad. Loud idiots. What do you want? Helia, you can't keep fighting like this. What did you say? Without pollutants, there are injured soldiers and sometimes civilians. You know that. Ooh. So what? That wouldn't last long anyway. It's better to end them quickly than let them be eaten piece by piece. How could you say that? If we don't eliminate them, even more people will die. You know that. Oh boy. Step aside. You're not needed in this battlefield. If you want, go dig through the wreckage. Maybe you'll be lucky to find a survivor or two. Jesus. I mean, yeah, she's literally becoming extremely cold-hearted here, right? You're so cruel. Are you just gonna find a group of dead people? Calling all surviving units. The defensive line is about to be breached. Fortifications require immediate support. I repeat, fortifications require immediate support. I think that fight would have probably been ongoing until you ulted, right? No reinforcements. I like what they're doing here. Okay. I do like what they're doing here. Nope, and they're all gonna beat that here. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, we don't know. We do not ult here. Because otherwise we're gonna kill everyone again. Jesus Christ. Who is voicing the loud idiots? Okay, I didn't even know that. Come on. Is it because I eat? Okay, maybe we should just auto-attack. Just auto-attack. And maybe we don't kill a random NPC anymore. No, no, we cannot all just auto attack.
確かにその後に現れた全ての最悪を始末したけど結果はこの力で一体誰が救われたっていうの？スーパー兵士コラリーが爆発させた区域は草一本も生えないんだよ。こんな代償を払って私たちは一体何を守れるっていうの？
What are we? Ooh. She's gonna know it, right? She's gonna kill them herself. Okay, they just get killed without me doing anything. Okay, sure. Sure, buddy. She's gonna execute one of them herself, isn't she? Oh, and then they go to the civilians.
私
I... Ruins?
よくある代償。
I did that? Oh, God. Not this again.
弱者の
Now silent idiots. No different from a calamity. And everyone is dead. Oh boy.
つまらないも
Meaningless existence. Oh wait, hold up. She's live. She be living.
これが力を持つ私の
Is this supposed to be when I have the power?
姿の
ここにはもう敵はいない。次の場所へ向かおう。
No one left. Time to move on. What is that? A notebook?
まさかこんなもので私の気が変わるとでも。
You don't actually think something like this could shake me, do you? That it could change my mind?
昔のお前の日記だ。
Chattering scum. No, God. This is the old journal.
わかってる。
I know.
お前の同意なしで済まない。ある事情で表面の一部が消失してしまったが、なんとか保存できた。
Although we didn't ask your permission, its cover was partially burned in an accident, but we managed to save the rest.
だからそんなどうでもいいことに涙を流して感謝しろっていうわけ。
And am I supposed to be grateful for something so meaningless?
ただ、かつてのお前にも世界を最悪降臨前の姿に戻すという願いがあった。その願いを叶えるために
The new Shixel.
戦士になったんだろう。
Oh, fuck.
そういえばそんなこともあったね。十数年前に甘い子供たちを騙したその願いを未だに使ってるの。あの愚か者たちの目を欺くために。
That was a wish for plenty of knife kids 10 years ago. Are you still peddling that dream of idiots now?
今ならその願いを叶えられるかもしれないんだ。
The dream might actually be possible now.
401計画でお前を見つけることができた。お前は最悪を終わらせる力を持っている。わかるか？最終決戦の鐘は鳴った。復讐期という勝利の希望を人類は信じてる。
Project 401 has led us to you. You have the power to end the calamity. Do you realize it? The final battle is about to begin. The revenge spirit has a real chance to win. Humanity is counting on this hope.
ああ、私も信じてるよ。彼女の敵は一人も見逃さない。
Yep. He's gonna kill
彼
everyone.
女を死に追いやった最悪の
The massacre
彼女に
roots.
戦いを強いたお前たちも、そして彼女を蔑んだ者たちも。
Oh, I believe it in it too. That's why I won't let any of her enemies escape. The calamity that forced her to die. You all who pushed her into battling, and the ones who mocked her and scorned her.
最悪を終わらせる。だがその未来にお前たちの居場所はない。
I will end the calamity, but you all won't be around to see it.
いや、待て。 勝利の希望が目の前にあるのに、ここで死ぬわけにはいかない。夜明け前にそんな馬鹿げた理由で死ぬわけにはいかないんだ。
No, no, hope is right in front of us. We can't die here. Not for something this senseless. Not before dawn. No dawn for you.
ここを見ろ。お前が書いたんだ。卒業後は第9発電所の近くに転勤して、お父さんやお母さんと一緒に暮らしたい。ここにも手のひらサイズの犬1匹と鉢花が2つ欲しい。
Trying for humanity, but are they probably already dead, right? Look here, you wrote this. After graduation, I want to work near power station number 9 and live with mom and dad. And here, I want to raise a tiny puppy and keep 2 flower pots.
最悪を打ち倒し、人類の新たな未来のために全力を尽くしたい。
I want to help humanity defeat the calamity and reclaim a new future.
お前はヒーローになろうとしてたじゃないか。
You once wanted to be a hero.
気が変わったの。ヒーローはろくな結末を
She's not wrong. She is right here.
自爆でさえも命乞いをするお前にとっては馬鹿げた理由に過ぎないらしいし。
I don't need that anymore. Most heroes die horrible deaths. And when they self-detonate, people like you just call it something senseless. While you beg for your lives.
頼む。あと一歩でいい。前へと進んでくれ。私はそんな世界を。
I beg you,
作った未来を見てみたいんだ。
just one more step forward. I want to see that world, to create that future. The soul trapped in this shell of memories had no time for sorrow. Instead, her eyes locked onto the journal, clutched it with the man's hands, clutched in that man's hands as if it were his last lifeline.
あれは
What's that? She recognized the handwriting right away, along with the ink that didn't match. It was that mischievous girl. She wouldn't put it past her to sneak a look at someone else's journal. It's the same journal, isn't it? Did she see it in the distant past? Did she ever notice the oblique acknowledgement that that girl left behind? Did she ever pick up a pen to write a response? Or maybe that girl just happened to stumble across a hollow tree and placed a place to bury her secret thoughts and left something there on a whim, never expecting a reply. No, that's not it. If she had seen it, if she had paid attention, But...
お前たち
Ooh.
私たちには未来を語る資格はない。責めるならコラリーを最悪の器にしたお前自身を責めろ。
You will know.
お前たちも私と一緒に地獄へ落ちろ。
Oh god. You all know we don't deserve to talk about the future. Don't blame me. If you want to blame someone, blame yourselves for turning Corelia into the vessel of the calamity. From you onwards? Oh, from you onwards, every last one of you, you all be coming to hell with me. Oh no. Bang, and then her killing spree. The journal slipped from her hands, landing on the ground and kicking up the dust and blood. The charred edges of its pages were soaked with ink from another's hands. The words the solving, words that the red spirit consumed by Haitian never bothered to read.
バカがヒーローになりたいの？
An idiot trying to play hero?
だったらスーパー戦士の助けが必要だね。
Mm-hmm.
ヒーローになってあげよう。
If you need a super soldier to back you up, I can be a hero for you alone.
彼女の敵は
Ooh.
一人も見逃さない。やめて。私はあの手を支配できない。あの心も証明できない。これが私の本性なの。
No, 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 no. Unfulfilled wish diary. Huh? Bullets. continuous gunfire.
私は一体何なの？
What kind of person am I?
殺戮と力にとらわれ操り人形になったの。
Have I been consumed by bloodshed and power, reduced to nothing more than a puppet? Bang!
そうじゃなければどうして他人の生死を握ることに罪深い喜びを感じてるの？
If not, then why do I feel this twisted thrill of guilty pleasure in holding someone's life in my hands? Oh, wait, what? Okay. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Because even though they're different, Helia and Alter Helia, they tend to still have the same core. Bang!
それともこれが無力という皮をかぶった本当の私？
Oh, what the hell? Or is this the real me? The one trapped beneath the helpless shell I used to be?
そういうことか。
I understand.
行動可能。
Oh gosh, she's losing it. There's the eye. What is the eye? I mean, technically the eye is her eye, right?
もう二度とその弱くて愚かで甘い顔を見ることはないと思ってたのに。
I never thought I'd see the same pathetic, naive, spineless face again.
聞かせて。悲しい目でお前を見つめ、卑しい言葉で命乞いをする者たちを自らの手で殺める感覚はどうだった？
Tell me, how does it feel to pull the trigger against lives that look up at you with teary eyes and beg for mercy with submissive words?
呆然、失望、体が震えるほどの自己嫌悪。その手についた血によって喉が詰まり、粘りついた生臭さで言葉も出てこない。
Confused, broken, self-doubt, saying to the point of shaking. Your throat feels as if it's clogged by blood on your hands. A metallic sweetness so sickening that you can't force out a single word. Jesus. Yeah, I do like Alter Healy's design.
見た？正義や救済、限界や規則。お前がそうやってバルキリーの使命を利用して自分の崇高さを語れたのは。
Look at you. All that talk of justice, salvation, and rules and principles. You only ever had the luxury to preach because you got to play to pretend as some noble Valkyrie.
先人が築き上げた温室の中で当たり前のように暮らしてきたからだ。
It's only because you've been... Oops.
おままごとをしてたお前が本当の地獄を知ってるはずがない。
It's only because you've been living comfortably off the accomplishments of those who came before. Playing house with laughable missions and training, never knowing what true hell is.
だからお前は偽りの大義で自分の無能さを取り繕った。リトストに再び負けることを恐れ、復讐のチャンスを手放し、存在しない神にすがったんだ。
So you disguise your incompetence with false righteousness. Just like you feared losing to Lutos again, so you gave up at your chance at revenge and ran off to grovel at a god that doesn't even exist.
それで、今度はどんな言い訳をするつもり？
What about this time then? What's your new excuse?
助けを求めて、地にひざまずく愚か者たちの声に誠意が足りなかったの？それとも、矢が思うままに動かなかった？そんな理由で、バルキリーとして信じる者
But she couldn't do anything, right, though? Was it because the
無関係とでも言うように。
was it because of the force begging for mercy on their knees didn't sound desperate enough, or the down bolts were out of your control, or is that why you watched yourself betray the Valkyrie believed it like an innocent bystander?
答えて、ヘリア。臆病で
Ooh.
無能な役立たず。
Answer me, Healer, you weak, incompetent, worthless piece of trash. No!
復讐がしたいからだ。あんたのやり方じゃ全然足りない。奴らあんたと同じように死ぬべき。
What is this OST? Because I want revenge, because what you did wasn't enough, because those people deserve to die just like you.
どうした？私と違うっていつも
What is this
必死に
OST?
証明したがってたお前が今度は説教をするの。
What? You've always tried so hard to prove yourself and I are different. And now you're going to throw a lecture at me?
私は確かにあんたとは違う。私ならやられた分は必ずやり返す。あいつらは
Hmm?
汚れの地獄に叩き落とすんだ。
Okay. Wait, hold up.
コラリーの敵を撃つにはそれしかないでしょ。
We're indeed different. If it were me, I would make those people pay. An eye for an eye, blood for blood, and let them be devoured by the pollutants until nothing remains. How else can I quell the rage in my heart? How else can I avenge Corelia?
あいつらは嘲笑いながら彼女の特性を利用して自分のために死ぬまで戦わせた。自分が怪物になってく絶望と体が粉々に吹き飛ぶ苦痛を
Ooh.
理解できるの？
They only cared about her assets and laughed at her peculiarities, regretting that she didn't hang on for a few more battles for them. Would they understand the despair of watching themselves turn into monsters? Would they feel the agony of their bodies exploding into a million pieces?
何が言いたい？
What are you trying to say? That is a good question.
あいつらは理解できない。あんた
Yeah, oh, she's bringing it up.
だよ。だってあんたはコラリーのことを全然分かってない。
They don't understand, and you don't understand either, just like you never understood Coralie.
そうでしょ。ヘリア。
Isn't that right, Helia?
その名で私を呼ぶな。
Don't call me by that name.
他人の言葉を借りることしかできない敗北者が記憶の中に隠れる傍観者になったくらいで私の気持ちがわかる。
Oh, okay, I mean, she's not wrong. A loser with a quick tongue. Do you really think by hiding behind memories, you can put yourself into my shoes and lecture me?
果てしなく広がる汚れの中でもがくお前は何者にもなれないよ。何者でもない。復讐の名を掲げるよ。最悪の叫びを。
Oh, hold up, I can spam Q.
魂を弔うの。偽善者たちの血に咲く花で
Snatched by the hypocritical blood.
旗を飾る。
Dome the graves.
地獄へと沈め、見捨てられた者たちの悲鳴に応えさせる。
Pierced by the blade of vengeance.
復讐の炎に焼き尽くされるまで全てをかけてくれた。コラリーのために
Oh, Coralie.
深淵へと突き落とされた。コラリーのために
Okay.
無様だね。
She seems to have seen the most ironic joke in the world. As she staggered to stand and look at the person opposite her, she finally realized that in this world, at every moment, she saw nothing but reflections of her deranged, veiled self.
いいね。世界に見捨てられた敗北者と全てを失った復讐者。最低で最悪で私たちにぴったりだよ。
What's wrong?
エリ
A failure abandoned by the world, an avenger who has lost everything. So wretched, so despicable. That's who we are, Helia.
ア。そうか。いつも私と違う選択をするお前は高貴で公正で正義の味方で最強のバルキリーになるんじゃなかったの。
Is he gonna become like a neutral in, let's say, in terms of an alignment? Because you know the alignment, I guess, square, where there's low chaos and neutral. Because Django like sits in the the lower section, right? Would Corelia, I mean, Healy then be like more the neutral center? Oh, weren't you the one who insisted that your choices would be different from mine, and cried out about wanting to be the strongest Valkyrie who would stand with justice and defend her principles?
最強のバルキリー。才能を持たない
I mean,
人にとっては何の
she's not wrong. Because she'd have to be stronger than Durando, and I don't really think that's a thing. The strongest Valkyrie, that means nothing to someone as mediocre and ordinary as me.
世界はいつもこう。大人たちがキラキラしたもので子供たちの夢を紡いで頑張れば何でもできるって言い聞かせる。
That's how the world has always been. Adults weave beautiful dreams with shiny things, telling children they can achieve anything as long as they try hard enough.
それを聞いた子供たちや私。それにあの子。コラリーでさえも億分の1の可能性を追い求めて命と喜びを含む全てを捧げ喜んで教えられて選別されて形作られた。
I mean, I think what matters in that is that they at least tried, right, to try and chase those dreams. Even if they fail, what matters is what they gain from trying, right? And so the children, and even she, Coralie, excitedly chased after that one in a million glimmer of possibility, offering up everything, including our lives and happiness, to be taught, screened, and molded.
結果はどう？当然のように失敗した。憧れも希望も深淵へと落ちていった。あの夢は本当に私の望みだったのかな。
And then what? We failed as expected.
叶えられるものなの。
And our some aspirations and hopes plummeted into the abyss. But were those dreams truly what I wanted? Could someone as ordinary as me ever achieve them?
誰も教えてくれない。そんな私たちも大人になったら子供たちの目を見つめながら平気で笑顔で嘘をつくようになる。頑張れば何でもできるってね。
No one told us that after we grew up, we too would look into children's eyes and lie to them about, with that shameless smile, that they can achieve anything as long as they try hard enough.
失望したの。
You sound disappointed.
暗闇の中で葬られた無数の子供たちの夢と憧れを人々は思い出さない。太陽は変わらず昇り続けるし、私たちも深淵に落ちる時だけ才能に恵まれない自分を嘆く。
Folks never recorded their dreams of the bright-eyed children buried in the darkness, because the sun always rises again. As for us, we only blame ourselves for not being born in as a shining star, and we sink into the abyss.
こんな世界が憎い。全員にその代価を必 ず払ってもらう。
I hate this world. Everyone must pay the price.
この後に及んで人のせいにするの。
With that-
文句ばかり垂れるそのありさまが正真正銘のクズだね。
With that resentful attitude and all those complaints, you are a true disgrace.
あの輝
A
く
complete
信じの
disgrace.
顔を追って自分のものではない道を選んだのはお前だ。ヒーローの称号を得るためコラリーを連れてリトストに挑んだのもお前だ。
You are the one who chose to walk a path that wasn't really yours, or to chase after that radiant figure. You are the one who recklessly pushed Corelia to confront Itos, just to wear the wraith of a hero.
コラリーを死なせた元凶は最初から最後までお前自身だ。
The one who caused Corelia's death, from beginning to end, was none other than yourself.
私自身私自身だ。
Myself? Me?
違う。
Hmm?
私じゃない。
No, it's definitely not me.
私のコラリーを殺したのは
Oh.
あんただ。
Oh, you are the one who killed my Corelia.
狂ったの。
What madness are you spouting now?
その忌々しい目。私の真魔。最初から私を
Yeah.
誘導してきた。そうでしょ。
Look at those repulsive eyes, my inner demon. You've been watching me and manipulating me since the very beginning, haven't you?
先輩のように誰かを救えず、自暴自棄になった私をずっと見てた。
You watched as I fell to self-abandonment, unable to save others like Durandal.
そして私が一番落ち込んだ時に、コラリーの言葉で励ましてくれた。本物のヒーローのように登場し、すべてを変えられる自信をくれたのも
That is true, right?
あんたでしょ。
Because the running sequence was literally mid-fight. Ah, okay, okay. And yet, at my most vulnerable moment, you used Corley's encouragement to give me hope of recovery, making me believe I would make a good and a grand entrance like a true hero and turn everything around. Wasn't this all you were doing? She is splitting.
自分こそが罪の根源だと気づいてるのに、自責から逃げるために必死になって他人に罪を押し付けるなんて。
Realizing
変わらず見苦しいね。
Realizing you're the root of all evil, yet desperately blaming the blame to others to escape your guilt. Your hideous nature remains as despicable as ever.
違う。あんたは私の中でずっと言ってた。そうしてコラリーと一緒にリトストを探しに行くって
But
提案させたんだ。そうに決まってる。
let me remember chapter 7. I mean chapter 6. Is that true? Slightly? No, it was you who kept nagging in my heart, making me suggest looking fully sourced with Corelia. What else could it be?
臆病で優柔不断だった私がいきなり大きな希望を心に灯して危険に飛び込んだりすると思う。
How could someone like me, who's always been insecure, timid, hesitant, and cowardly, suddenly have the great hope ignited within, believing I was capable of playing at a high stakes table?
あんたが私の手を掴んだんだ。そして唯一で一番の友達、私のコラリーを地獄へ突き落とすように仕向けたんでしょ。すべての悲劇の元凶はあんただよ。
It was you who held my hand and made me push my only and best friend, Corelia, into an irredeemable situation. You are the root cause of all these tragedies.
道端で威張る野良犬と変わらないね。ただの偽善者で無能で自覚のないやつだと思ってたけど。
I used to think that you were just an insufferable fake. That you were just an insufferably fake, incompetent fool who was no better than some street mud throwing its weight around.
ペリアの運命に
Ooh.
飼いながら必死に自分の罪を取り繕う集体は 暴れ回るしらみに過ぎない。
Today, as you crawl on your knees towards the fate of Helia, while hysterically absolving yourself of your sins, you're nothing but a jumping loose.
今の私の姿もあんたが望んだ傑作じゃない。自分のコラリーを救えなかったから、無数の世界のすべてのコラリーを殺そうとするあんたのね。
Isn't my current state exactly what you created, desperately wanted? You couldn't save your Corelia, so now you want to kill every Corelia across the thousands of universes.
ヘリアはコラリーを救えない。これは運命の呪い。目覚めることのない悪夢だ。
Helia couldn't save Corelia. This is fate's curse, a nightmare from which there is no awakening.
なのにお前は無実の被害者のように全てを敵視する。さすがだね。骨の髄まで腐ってるなんて。狂人になることがヘリアの運命のために切り開いた
But
新
you-
しい道なの。
But you describe yourself as an innocent victim and go on to hate everything because you're a despicable scum in your bones. Huh, you became a grumbling lunatic. Is this the new path you opened up for Helia's fate?
そうだよ。この道は過ちの根源であるあんたを排除することから始まるんだ。
Ooh. This path starts from eradicating the root of all evil. You. Do I actually fight her? Oh, we do. Shit.
卑劣なお前はコラリーの悲惨な運命を作
Did he just teleport?
私に押し付けるの。力なきお前は私を倒してヘリアという名の悪夢から逃げるつもり。反論を聞く気はない。
She's just T-posing.
人を殺してこの罪深い世界を壊す。私を殺す？どうやって？その劣等
Okay, we're just staring at each other.
自分をよく見てみるといい。仰向けになった虫のようなつまらないあがきだね。いい加減吐き気がするよ。
Hmm? The fiery hands. Okay. Fire pushed. Hmm? Okay, I'm back. It's not over yet.
終わってないって。まあいいよ。私の力を失った今、何ができるっていうの？
It's not over yet. Alright, without my power, what can you even do to me?
その傷だらけの手で武器を構えて、震えながら私の心臓にとどめを刺すの？それとも力を振り絞って立ち上がって、その弱い拳で私を殴り殺すわけ？
Hold your weapon with your shaky and battered hands and fire a faithful bolt at my heart, or stand up with all your might and swing a feeble fist at me to put me down.
どの道、今のお前には無理だよ。一つ提案しよう。お前の一番好きなやり方で、両手を合わせてあの神様に祈りを捧げ。
Look at you now.
チャンスを願うといい。
Why don't you do something more practical? Do what you love most. Press your hands together and pray to that God for whatever chance.
まだ負けてない。もう一回。
No. I haven't lost yet. Again.
もう一回。寝言を言ってるの？
Huh? Again? Where in this world is there such a thing to try again?
弱者はなぜいつでもやり直せるチャンスがあると思い込むの？今回がダメでも次はうまくいく。一度負けても構わない。チャンスはいくらでもある。
Weekly, why do you always think you'll get another chance? You failed this time, so you can always do better next time. Even if you lose next time, it doesn't matter, you can always try again.
甘い。普通の日常も全てを挽回できるチャンスもあっという間に消え去るんだ。
Naive. Those ordinary days you take for granted can vanish in an instant. Those chances you think will enable you to fix everything, they'll slip away forever.
二度目のチャンスだって。まだ子供じみた夢から目覚めてないの。
Or are you praying for a second chance? You still have such a childish,
だ
delusional.
から全てをかけようともせず、ただ待つと。
That's why you're reluctant to go all in. You're expecting your charm to turn? Luck.
愚かな弱者。お前が待った先に何があった？敵の前で震える手、存在しない神？それともここで殺されるお前自身？
Tell me, foolish weakling, what have you been waiting for? Is it your trembling hands in the fate of your enemy? A god that doesn't even exist? Or you, yourself, facing demise?
息がある限り負けてない。
As long as I'm not dead, I haven't lost yet.
笑わせないで。その状態で勝つだって。虫の息なのに生きてることを精神的勝利とでも言うの？いつものトロを彼女への献身だと思い込んでたように。
Don't make me laugh. One sec. Don't make me laugh. How do you expect to win in your current state? Or are you considering your pathetic survival some kind of moral victory? Just like how you treat your futile attempts at sacrifices made for her.
復讐のチャンスがあったのに何もせず、なすすべがなく振り出しに戻った挙句に、すべてを終わらせるとほざくお前は、今度は自分の過ちを躊躇なくきれいさっぱりと拭い去った。
When you had a chance to take revenge, you didn't do it. When you crawled back to where it started, screeching about ending all of this, you exempted yourself from mistakes without hesitation.
なんて卑劣な臆病者で、恥じるべき弱者だ。
What a despicable coward. A humiliating weakling. Oh,
見物だね。ヘリアという人間は。お前はどこまで愚かで卑怯になるんだ。
you've surely showed me how stupid and despicable someone named Helia can be.
私は諦めない。
You won't give up.
かつてお前が私に求めた力はすでに回収済みだ。お前みたいな卑劣極まりなく運命の道で同じ過ちを繰り返してもなお人のせいにする敗北者に力を持つ資格はない。
I've long since then taken back the power you once begged me for. A despicable failure like you, who keeps stumbling down the same path of fate and refusing to take the blame, doesn't deserve this power.
あんたの力がなくても私は
Even without your power, I will still...
どうやら自分の弱さを忘れたみたいだね。
Have you forgotten how weak and powerless you truly are?
お前はこの力を借りて私の記憶の中で思うがままに敵を滅することができる憧れのデュランダルを演じてただけ。
In my memories, you recklessly and forcibly annihilated enemies, using my power to play the part of your beloved Randall. But now,
本気にしてたの？
you actually believe that?
そうだね。
Yeah.
本気にしたんだ。
Oh! She punched her! Everything happened too fast. While the other her was still in shock, she shakily got up and though disheveled, firmly grasped the weapon in her hands. Just like holding her own destiny. She looked at her still trembling right hand, where they seemed well to power but now seemed to develop power she had never known before, assuring her that she could transcend her own mediocrity with shelter and the hardened mask, and overcome the other, far stronger version of herself. No, that power had been there the whole time, just like water dripping through stone, like grinding an iron rod into the needle. All she had to do was keep taking step by step up forwards. That was the convention of being normal, the persistence of being Helia.
お前
Ooh, you.
私はあんたとは違う。立ち止まって世界を憎む復讐期にはならない。
won't become you.
ヘリアの運命に対する
I won't become hesitant,
私
cynical,
の
and
答えだよ。
a vengeful ghost. This is my answer to Helia's destiny.
まさか
You haven't even.
そうそのまさかだよ。
Yes, that's right.
その辛い記憶に押しつぶされることも復讐の執念に侵食されることもない。
Your painful memories didn't overwhelm me, and your obsession with revenge won't corrupt me.
あんたが見せてくれたすべてがちょうどいい警告だったよ。
Yeah, that is technically true, right?
過去の憎しみに溺れて立ち止まったら世界も私も最悪になってしまうってね。
Everything you showed me serves as the greatest warning. How terrible the world and I would become if I dwelt on past grudges and stopped moving forward.
だからあんたみたいに憎しみにとらわれたりはしない。ヘリアという道で新たな可能性を見つけるまで私は前へと進み続けるよ。
So I won't be trapped in a place by hatred and obsession like you. I'll keep moving forward until I forge new possibilities for this so-called Helia.
笑わせないで。何様のつもり？
Don't make me laugh. Who do you think you are?
やれると宣言するだけでお前の弱さを変えられるの？できるという励ましだけがお前とデュランダルの間にある実力差を埋められるとでも？
Shouting I can do it a few times can change the fact that you're weak? Or does empty words help you close the gap between you and Durandal?
それはもちろんできないわ。
No, of course not.
ヘリアは相変わらず平凡で神経質でひどい劣等感とおかしなプライドを持ってる。でもこれが私だよ。傲慢でいつも思い上がる人間だ。
Helia is still mediocre and ordinary, conflicted and sensitive, deeply insecure yet highly arrogant. But I know this is who I am. Always presumptuous and even more conceited.
今さら何を？その自覚に拍手を送ろうか？
So what? Should I applaud your self-awareness, Helia?
だからわざと発狂したんだ。あんたのせいでついに全てを憎む恥知らずになったって思い込ませるために。そうすればあんたは再び確信するはずだよ。ヘリアの運命は復讐で終わるしかないってね。
So it's insane to make you believe that under your torture, I have finally become a shameless wretch who can only hate. The healer's fate can only end in revenge without exception.
それでようやく唯一のチャンスをつかんだんだ。不意をつくチャンスをね。
Only then could I realize this one chance to strike when you least expect it.
大した自信だね。
What makes you think
あるの？
I would believe that?
あんたが私だからだよ。ヘリア。
Because you are me, Helia.
でも私はもうあんたになったりしない。
No longer
あの
become
時
you.
からずっと。
Hmm? Not long ago. What?
彼らを傷つけたくない。やめて。これ以上は。 なはずじゃなかった。こんな結末は望んでなかった。
This isn't how it should be. This isn't the outcome I wanted.
私は助けを求めてきた一般人を傷つけた。最低だ。
How could I harm innocent civilians who came to me to help? What kind of person have I become?
私はどうすればいい？
Corelia, what should I do?
あんたの敵を取るなんて言葉を言い訳にして、この世界を永遠に憎むだなんて、あんたへの侮辱だ。
How could I use your blood debt as an excuse to ceaselessly spread hatred in this world? That would be an insult to you.
どうして止めることもできないの？どうしてここから出られないの？
But why can't I stop it? Why am I trapped here?
憎しみと殺戮で正気を失ったから。罪の操り人形になったから。それとも
Is it because I've been held captive by hatred and blood? Because I've long since become a slave to evil? Or
これが弱い見た目と能力に縛られた本当の私？
or is this the real me, deep inside, confined by my weak appearance and abilities?
止められなかった。だって本当の自分に逆らうことなんてできるはずないから。
I can't stop any of this because how could I possibly fight against my true self?
これがちっぽけで醜い血に染まったヘリア。
This is the petty, ugly, and blood-stained Helia.
最低な人間。また失敗してしまった。怖いよ。
Oh. Huh?
バカ、泣かないで。
Corelia.
諦めずに頑張った。友達を励ました。
Congratulations.
助けるようになった。成長してる。みんなに心配されてる。私は最高だ。これが
Oh, the astral ring.
私。
そう、全部あなただよ。私の大事なヘリア。
コラリ。
Huh? Wait, that was the astral ring. Yeah, that was the astral ring. Wait, isn't there now like a hue around Helia? There's like a protective bubble around her now. Oh. What? Oh, is it around this Helia too? No, it's just around her. Am I insane? No, you see this bubble, right? Okay. Recall this memory.
ちょっとヘリア。ブリを床に
I forgot about this memory.
私が転んだら、実験室の掃除は代わりにあなたにやってもらうからね。
Hey, Healy, why did you leave the weapon on the floor? If I actually trip over it, I'll be the one cleaning the lab in my place. You'll be the one cleaning the lab in my place.
だったら次からはカンブリア紀をいじりながらじゃなくて、ちゃんと前を見て歩いてよ。
Then please don't play with Cambrian while out walking, and watch where you're going.
あらヘリア隊員。戦士の装備は常に目の届く場所に置くべきだっていうデュランダル先生からの教えを忘れたの？
Healy, a soldier should always keep her equipment inside. Have you forgotten what Duranda taught us?
そうだっけ？先輩がそんなこと言ってた覚えはないけど。
I don't remember her ever saying that.
ほほう。まさか小テストのために一晩中悩んでたの？目をつむったままベッドで自問自答を繰り返して一睡もできなかったせいで先生の話を覚えていないんだ。
Didn't you spend the whole night stressing over small tests, did you? Going over what might be in the test again and again in bed. Tossing and turning non-stop. Your brain is now so overloaded that you don't even remember what Durando said.
本当？
Really?
本当に優等生バカだね。ずっと不安になって心配ばかりしてるのは たくさんの準備をしてきたからじゃないの。
Oh, what a straight-eyed dummy. Would you be so anxious about not doing well in the test if you hadn't prepared for it thoroughly? Huh?
はあ、大王コラリー様みたいに何も復習しなければ悩まずに済んだのに。あ、ちなみにさっきの装備の話は適当に言っただけで覚えなくてもいいよ。
If you were just like the Dark Lord Corelia, who never prepares for tests, you wouldn't have this kind of worry. Oh, but the part about always keeping your equipment at hand. I said that. Don't mix it up.
あんたね。
You.
ようやく元気になったみたいだね。私の冗談のおかげでしょ。行こう、ヘリア。強化完了。力を見せてやるんだ。
See? You're looking much livelier now. Why don't you just thank me for my little joke? Come on, Helia, you've been powered up, so get in there.
悩みも不安も努力が足りないからじゃない。もっと良くなりたいから感じるんだ。
Worrying and anxiety come from not just trying your best, but wanting to do even better.
そうかもね。
Perhaps. Recall this memory.
優等生バカがまた訓練ロボットにやられたの？言ったでしょ。あれはデュランダル専用訓練モードだって。最高難易度を超えた悪夢と地獄。手が届かない頂点だよ。
So the straight-eyed dummy got knocked down by the training robot again. I told you that's Durando's training mode. It's beyond the highest difficulty, and nightmare and purgatory combined. An unscalable peak.
でも7分53秒だ。
Survive for 7 minutes though. Not bad. But hey, it was 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Huh?
ヘリアが中で殴られてた時間だよ。見てるだけじゃ退屈だからついでに記録を取ってたの。少なくとも前回より6秒長く
I mean, improvement's improvement, no?
落ち込まないで。
Hmm.
次は 0.1 秒長く頑張れるんじゃない？
That's how long you lost at getting beaten up in there. I was bored, so I kept track of time. Don't feel too bad. You lasted 6 seconds longer than last time. Maybe next time you will last another 0.1 seconds.
それじゃあ意味ないでしょ。先輩の訓練モードをクリアできない私は先輩のような人間には永遠になれない。
What's the point? That means I can never complete Duranta's training. I'll never become someone like her. But you just have to become... I mean, I get it, right? Because Duranta is her aspiration, right?
へえ。おとといは訓練ノートにデュランダルになるって書いてたのに、今日は永遠になれないなんだ。自信と劣等感が矛盾してるね。
Oh, the day before yesterday you wrote, I want to become Durando in your training notes. And today you're lying here saying, I'll never win. You really are both arrogant and insecure.
いっそのこと、諦めちゃえば。悩みから解放されるよ。
Why don't you quit already? It'll be over and done with. No more troubles.
私は絶対に諦めない。
I won't give up.
ね、人の言うことも聞かないし。でも、それがヘリアだよ。
See, you won't even quit even when told to. But that's just who you
デュ
are.
ランダルになりたいって口にするその傲慢さは、背中を押す力になるしね。
Constantly saying, I want to become Durando. What kind of arrogance can also be a driving
そ
force?
れに、劣等感を感じてるのは、まだまだ先が長いって自覚してる証拠だよ。
And deep down, you know you still have a long way to go.
ヘリア、
Oh, you wouldn't have felt inferior, Helia.
足を止めずに前へと進めるのは、あなたみたいな人だけかもしれないね。
Only someone like you would be unable to stop moving forwards. Yeah. Oh, recall this memory.
暗い隅っこに隠れて黙り込むなんて、キノコにでもなりたいの？あの
Hiding,
優等生バカ。
hiding silently in the dark corner. Are you trying to turn into a mushroom straight-eyed dummy?
コラリー、私のことを変だと思わない？
Corelia, do you think I'm strange?
ほほう、今頃気づいたの？ 本。そうじゃなくて、どうして急に？ああ、なるほど。パーティーゲームで負けたんでしょう。
You just noticed? I mean, why bring this up suddenly? Oh, I get it. You lost at the party game, didn't you?
私は心配性で神経質で毎日もしかしたら一生叶わない願いのために自分を苦しめて嘆いたり怒ったりする。誰も近づきたくないハリネズミかも。
I'm hesitant and tentative. I torture myself with wishes that have nothing to do with me. And I often complain and get mad for it, like a hedgehog that no one wants to approach.
誰も近づきたくないって？こんな隅っこに来た私に失礼じゃない？はヘリアのバカ。せっかくポテトを持ってきてあげたのに。もう人間をやめて大魔王コラリー様になってやる。
No one wants to get close? Then what am I? Who came looking for you in this corner? Oh, darn you, Helia. I not even bought you potato chips. Now the Dark Lord Corelia is truly becoming inhuman.
それを言いたいわけじゃないって分かってるくせに。
You know, that's not what I meant.
まあそうだね。ヘリア、確かにあなたには嫌な部分がたくさんある。
Yeah, Helia, you have a lot of terrible annoying traits.
あんたね、本当に分かってるの？
You, is that really what you wanted? Is that what you think I wanted to say?
違う？じゃあ、私の言いたいことを話そうか。
It is, isn't it? Then I'll tell you what I wanted to say.
そもそも、悩みや不安、自分への不満は、現状を変えて、より良い自分になりたいという願いから生まれるものだ。それが分かってるならいい。
All in all, every type of hesitation, what's up? Every type of hesitation, sensitivity, and even dissatisfaction with yourself stems from your desire to change the status quo, and become better knowing this is enough.
いつもいい加減なように見えるけど、あんたはすべての短所が長所に見えるの？
To someone as unserious as you actually think every flaw can be counted as a virtue.
もちろん違う。欠点は欠点だ。言葉で飾られたくらいじゃ、誰もが欲しがるいいことにはならない。でも、好き嫌いに関係なく、そのすべてがあなたを作り上げるんだ。それを受け入れなきゃ。
Of course not. A flaw is a flaw. It won't magically turn into something coveted just because you dress it up with flowery words. But both the side of you that But both the side of you that you like and the side that you don't like make up who you are. You've got to accept that.
私は子供の頃、耳と尻尾のせいで注目を集めて、街を歩いただけで話題にされてた頃から、そうなんだって分かってたんだ。
When I was little, people talked when they saw me walking down the street, probably because of my ears and tails. That was when I learned this.
コラリー、
They were racists, that's why. Fucking
アイ
racists.
ンシュタインが教えてくれたんだよ。完璧を目指すより、ありのままの自分を受け入れることの方が大切だってね。
Einstein told me that accepting yourself from head to toe is more important than achieving perfection. Yeah,
でも
I can see it. But
当時の私みたいに、今はまだ理解できないかもしれないけど、ゆっくり考えればいい。私たちの時間はいくらでもあるからね。
maybe you don't understand now. It's just like how I didn't back then. But you can take your time to think about it, because we have plenty of time ahead of us.
でもダメな人間がいくら自分の不完全なところを受け入れたところで、輝くような天才たちと肩を並べて同じ理想を持つ資格なんてないでしょ。
But for a mediocre person, even if she embraces her shortcomings and imperfections, how can she be on par with those brilliant geniuses How can she share their ideals?
まったく優等生バカなんだから。それはもちろん。
That's why I call you a straight A dummy. The reason is obviously...
見て、
Here, look.
何を
What?
星だよ。
Look at the stars.
星いつもの冗談コラリ空は真っ暗で何も見えないよ
The stars? Are you joking again, Corelia? The sky is pitch black, and there's absolutely nothing up there.
分かってないな、優等生バカ。
You just don't get it, straight A dummy.
空に浮かぶ星々は別に全部壮絶で輝かしいものってわけじゃない。一部は恒星の光を反射するだけの醜くて器用じゃない石だよ。
Not all stars are magnificent and dazzling. Some only reflect the light of the other stars. They are nothing more than ugly, clumsy rocks.
でもそんなに暗くてちっぽけな目立たない星たちも空の上を飛んでる。
But even these dull and insignificant stars are flying high in the sky.
私たちの目が届かないような場所でも前へと進み続けてる。
And keep moving forward where our eyes can't see.
コラリ
Corelia,
確かにあんたの言う通り私は心配性で神経質でひどい劣等感とおかしなプライドを持ってる暗くてちっぽけな星みたい
you're right. I'm conflicted and insensitive, deeply insecure yet strangely arrogant. Just like a dull, insignificant star.
褒められると舞い上がって全てをかけて突き進む責められると落ち込んで泥沼の底へと沈んでく
When I hear praise, I take it as my whole words. I blindly charge forwards. When I hear criticism, I sink to the bottom of the mire, as if the sky is falling.
それが私の真実だ逃げられないし逃げるべきじゃない振り返って自分と向き合えばいいそんな単純な理屈なのにそうするのはあまりに難しい
This is my true self.
葛藤さえも私の一部だ
Something I can't and shouldn't run away from. Turning around to face myself, such a simple truth, yet so difficult to follow. Even this ugly struggle is an inseparable part of who I am.
でも星を目指し自分の理想を形にしようとする人たちも全てが輝いてて純粋で完璧っていうわけじゃない
But those who stride towards the stars to realize their dreams aren't all dazzling and pure, right?
星を目指す歩みを止めない限り
As long as they keep stepping towards the stars.
不完全で美しい自分を何度も抱きしめ続ける限り
As long as they embrace their flawed yet beautiful selves again and again. Blind.
命の暗闇で心の
When the
傷を
living
引き
lies,
裂かれて
darkness covers the
絶
whole.
望と悲しみの中でさまようときあんたは再び立ち上がってバカみたいに運命のために尽くすの
Try to shape your fates.
選べなかった可能性を迎えるために
Confronting the ifs and do. Oh.
ゲーム機
Well, in this memory. Okay. Check the game console.
ねえヘリア、どうせいくら練習しても私を超えられないんだしその時間をゲームに使ったら
The
少なくと
freaking
も楽しくなれるし
freaking dog with his tongue out. I'm telling you, Helia, no matter how hard you practice, you'll never catch up to me. Might as well spend the time playing games instead. At least you'd have fun. I can teach you.
ビビ不正に起動されました5秒後に起動します5、1、ボーン
Warning, illegal startup detected. The device will self-destruct in 5 seconds. 5, 1, boom!
嘘だよゲーム機がこんな風に起動したってことはきっとあなたの手に渡ったんだね私は
Just kidding.
なんでもないこの子は私の一番の宝物だよ
Since the game console was activated this way, it must have fallen into your hand. And I... Never mind. That was my most precious possession, you rookie dummy.
だから次はバカ新米の見せ場に決まってる。信念を貫く。最悪を打つ。どっちでも好きにすればいい。どっちにしても退屈そうだし。
The stage is yours, rookie dummy. Whether you stick to your convictions or fix the calamity, do as you please. Either way, it'll be equally boring.
でもこんな最悪な世界であなたみたいな退屈な人に出会えて結構面白かったよ。
But meeting someone as boring as you in this absolutely terrible world is kind of fun, really.
おーい、バカ新米。相変わらず最悪を打つために苦労して
It's a recording of her voice for Helia.
私の宝物を手にしたんだからゲームくらいやってみれば。
Hey, rookie dummy.
出さないと宝の持ち腐れでしょ。
You must still be trying to resolve the calamity, huh? Since my precious belongings have fallen into your hands anyway, you should play some games and have a bit of fun. Make the most of what you've got, right?
コラリーはヘリアが理想を持ち続けると永
こ
遠に信じてる。
Corelia believes that Helia will hold on to her ideals, so... Recorded message. Are we gonna find the remains of our former teammates? Yep. To do what Helia would have done rather than what Alter Helia did, right? Rather than shooting Sasha on her legs.
エリア、無事でよかったよ。来てくれたのありがとう。二人で道を切り開こう。
Aria, right?
どうしてねえエリア。
これが私の選択。
Ooh. Choosing the enemy behind her.
あの子の期待と自分の信念を裏切るわけにはいかないでしょ。
And then she actually shot her in the head. Wait, did she? Wait, she's gone. Maybe she did. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Huh? No, 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 no.
優秀な選手。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
私ももっと頑張らないと。
Yeah, because I was thinking, I kind of made it look like she actually shot her in the head there instead. Okay. But that would make no sense at all if she did.
君が来てくれなかったら。
It'd be a bit jarring if she did. Thanks, comrade. If it weren't for you, I would have been consumed by the pollutants.
ここは汚れだらけだけど、一人より二人の方がマシだよね。君がいれば一緒に突破できそう。ところで他のみんなは？
Pollutants are everywhere, but two people together beats one. Now that you mean, let's kill our way out. Alright, where are the others?
か。こんな話をしてる場合じゃないかもしれないけど、このメモを渡しておいた方がいいよね。君たちはすごく仲が良かったし。
I see. I'm not sure if it's the right time to tell you this, but I think you'll need this note. After all, you two were so close.
近くで拾ったんだ。しわくちゃになってたけど、筆跡からしておそらくコラリーの。
I found this nearby. Although it's crumpled, judging by the handwriting, it should belong to Corelia. Oh, what is this? Beating up the calamities. Oh, that's cute. That is a cute drawing.
付箋に何かを書いてるの？輸送艦で書くなんて船酔いになっちゃうよ。
What are you drawing on that sticky note again? Writing and drawing on the transport ship? What are you worried about getting nauseous?
バカ新米。見たいの？
Wanna see it, rookie dummy?
嫌だよ。どうせまたテリーやとかの冗談でしょ。興味ないよ。
Alter Healer never saw this, right? Because, you know, she sacrificed Arya instead. No way, it's probably you another one of your beaver duck jokes. I won't be bothered with you.
この絵の名前は？ 新米が最悪を解決する。
Hmm.
見なくてもいいよ。基地に戻ったらあなたの背中に貼り付けてあげるから。
The title of this drawing is Rookie Dummy Enter Calamity. If you don't want to look at it now, I'll stick it on your back when we get back to the base.
彼女の憎しみによって世界を
Yeah.
あんたも彼女も結末を見届けることができなかった。
But the world fell into darkness because of her hatred, and neither you nor she witnessed such an ending.
憎しみの悲劇を繰り返すわけに
Second bullet.
私は
Second
私自身の
button.
信念を貫いてみせる。
Hmm? Oh, we're back in Croston. Okay. Technically it would be Colorstein, right?
これで終わりだよ。ヘリア。終わりお前は弱くて傲慢なのに。
Hmm. Over because of your pathetic weakness or your mix of insecurity and arrogance?
さっきの不意打ちは卑怯だが、確かに聞いた。でも、お前もボロボロだ。もうまともに立つこともできないんじゃない？
I admit your sucker punch worked, but you can't see why that you're so beaten up that you can't barely stand.
そうだね。傷だらけで力もほとんど残ってないし、一生消えることのない痛みを抱えてたとしても、私はここから出てみせる。
Yes. Even if I'm covered in wounds, even if I only have one last breath left, even if I bear the pain that will not go away in my lifetime, I will struggle out of here.
リトストを見つけて、この手で全てを終わらせないと。
I must find Ritos and end all of this with my own
結
hands.
局復讐のためじゃないか。
So you're going to seek revenge against him after all.
違う。個人の恨みとは関係ない。火星の英才を解決することが私とコラリーの目標だから。
No.
あの子がいなくなっても、その意志を継いでリトストを止めて英才から火星を救わなきゃ。
No, this isn't personal. Ending the shadow calamity on Mars was what both Corelia and I wanted. She may be gone now, but I will carry on with her an unfulfilled wish and stop us from plunging Mars into another
コラ
crisis.
リーの仇は彼女の犠牲を忘れたの？
Have you already forgotten Corellia's blood debt, forgotten her
忘れ
sacrifice?
てなんかない。この腕の中で倒れたあの子の姿も、外で会おうっていう約束も、この後悔と悲しみは一生忘れられないよ。
I've never forgotten Corellia's sacrifice. I can't forget how she fell into my hands and her promise to meet outside. This is the regret and sorrow that I will never be able to erase in my lifetime.
あの子の犠牲の意義は生き残った者たちが受け継ぎ示してかなきゃ。
But the meaning of her sacrifice will be preserved and realized by those of us who still live.
コラリーが言ってくれたんだ。弱くて傲慢な私を支えてくれるって。星々に向かって理想を追い求める人々は必ずしも光り輝く天才ばかりじゃないってこともね。
It was Corelia who told me that she would support me whenever I was weak, sad, insecure, or arrogant. It was Corelia who told me not everyone who flies towards the stars and attain their dreams is a brilliant genius.
前へと進めばいつかは凡人のやり方でも星々に届く。
As long as I keep moving forward, even a mediocre person like me can reach for the stars.
どんな困難にあっても、どれだけの時間を費やしても、あの子の意志を継ぎ、私たちの共通の目標を形にする。それが私が示す意義なんだ。
So no matter how difficult it is or how long it takes, I'll pursue our unfulfilled wish until our shared goal is achieved. This is the meaning behind my persistence.
なのに復讐期であるあんたはコラリーの犠牲を口実にして残虐な手段で心の中の卑劣さと弱さを思うがままに解き放った。
But you're a vengeful ghost who uses Corelli's sacrifice as an excuse for your anger, venting your vileness and cowardice through cruel means.
最も大切な友人を見捨てた裏切り者が私の前で大義を語るの。
As a traitor who has abandoned her dearest friend in life, what makes you think you have the right to bark in front of me, pretending to be righteous and fair?
大切な友達を見捨てたのはあんたの方じゃないか。
Aren't you the one who cast aside your dearest friend?
彼女は最後まであんたを信じてた。最悪を解決する使命を貫くって
You.
信じてたんだ。死を嫌うコラリーでさえあんたの理想のために汚れと共に滅びることを選んだのに。
She believed in you until the very end, that you would uphold the mission to end the calamity. Corelia, who detested death so much, chose to perish together with the pollutants, or to pave the way for your ideals.
あんたは彼女を救うという名目で
Hmm.
心を射殺し、彼女の犠牲に裏切りの血を塗りつけた。
But then you turned around and shot your companion in the name of saving her, staining her sacrifice with the blood of betrayal.
あんたは過去の自分の弱さを恨み、残酷な運命を憎んだ。だから他者の命乞いを無視して、かつての自分のように弱く、最悪後の世界の希望になる人たちを深淵へと引きずり込んだ。
You resented your past powerlessness and weakness, hated the cruelty and injustice of fate, so you ignored the pleas of others. So you ignore others' pleas for mercy, dragging those who were as weak as you once were, those who could have brought hope to this world after the calamity, into the abyss with you.
偽善者の虚言なんて聞きたくない。私がコラリーのために捧げたすべて、払った代価、成し遂げたことは明らかだ。
Okay, then it gives theme. You hypocrite, everything I sacrificed for Corelia, every hefty price I've paid, they were more than obvious. What are you babbling about?
分かってないの。あんたはコラリーに尽くしたつもりだけど、本当は憎しみと怒りに縛られて、ずっとあの雪原に取り残されてるんだ。
Don't you understand yet? You believe you did so much for Corelia, but in reality, hatred and anger have chained you to that snowy field. You've never left that place.
自分自身すら信じないあんたを、彼女、
Oh,
最後まで信じてたのに。
what is this? Wait, hold up. You've long stopped believing yourself while she still believed in you when she drew her last breath. What is this? Dangan? This is literally Dangan. Unfulfilled wish diary, unseen side note, unheard voice. Diary, right?
命を蹂躙し、
Oh, okay. Okay, this is Dangan as well.
あんたの日記に書いた言葉も知らなかった。だから彼女の思いも、もう少し頑張れば、あんたの理想を実現させられる思いも知らずにいた。
I was wondering why when we picked up the items it said bullet, what it had a bullet icon. Okay, it makes sense now. You trampled lives recklessly, ignoring the pleas of your friends, so you never knew the words she wrote in your diary. You never knew that she believed that if she did a little more for you, she could have helped you realize your dreams. Message.
死に溺れ、世界を苦しめたあんたは、コラリーが残したゲーム機を起動させなかった。だから彼女の願いも、あんたに楽しく生きてほしいという願いも聞き
Oh yeah, because all she has to do was turn it on, right? Oh, you've drowned yourself in hatred, letting the world sink into suffering. That's why you've never turned on the game console she left for you, unable to hear her hopes for you to live a happy and carefree life. Note.
裏切り、
Ooh.
仲間を傷つけたあんたは、コラリーが描いた絵を見つけられなかった。だから彼女の期待も、あんたがいつかヒーローになるっていう期待も、 見ることができなかった。
You easily abandoned your mission and treated your comrades cruelly. That's why you never received the picture she drew with her hands, unable to see her expectation for you to become a hero. What the hell is... Okay, sorry, what?
あんた自身が作り出した結末の中で
But hatred made you more... Hatred made you oblivious to them, in the ending forged by your own hands.
コラリーは最悪で命を落とし、あんたは新たなる最悪になったんだ。
Corelia sacrificed herself to the calamity, while you became the new calamity.
もういい。
Back to reality?
武器を失い、私の力も失ったお前は拳を振るう勇気すらないの。役立たず。
What's wrong? Without powers, without a weapon, without a weapon, without my power, have you lost even the courage to throw a punch you want?
ヘリア、私は全てをかけて最後まで戦う。
No. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what this is from.
そんなものか。
Because I have seen that gif of Helia punching Helia. Is that all you
崩
got?
壊した世界を救う。それはかつてのあんたの願いだった。
Saving the shattered world was once your dream.
子供じみた甘い妄想はやめろ。彼女の言う通りだ。温室育ちの新米に何がわかる。
So bringing that juvenile delusion, she was right. What would a spoiled rookie like you, rookie know about anything?
彼女はそんな風に思ってなかったよ。あんたを信じてたから。使命を貫き、最悪に立ち向かい、世界を救うと信じてたからね。
She never thought that way because she believed in you. Believed you would stay true to your mission, fight the calamity and save the world.
犠牲になることを選んだんだ。
That's why she chose to sacrifice herself.
今回は今まで考えたことすらないようなことをする。
This time I'll do things I never even dared to think about.
私はスーパー兵士だからね。もちろん最悪なんてない場所を作れるよ。
I'm the super soldier, remember? Of course I can create a calamity-free zone.
以上。
Oh.
憎しみの感情にとらわれ、コラリーの意志を否定するあんたこそが最大の嘘だ。
Blinded by hatred, you deny Corley's wish and you are the biggest lie.
あんたが彼女を騙した。その手で世界を滅ぼし、使命を捨てることで彼女の犠牲を否定したんだ。
You're the one who deceived her, the world you destroyed by your own hands with a mission you easily abandoned. You denied the meaning of her sacrifice.
私もヒーローになってみたいって言ったら
What if I wanted to play hero just this once?
ここが消えていく。この私が動揺してるっていうの。そんなはずない。ふざけるな。お前たちに何がわかる。
Batsuda is disappearing, my resolve is wavering. Possible. Ridiculous. You know nothing.
逃げるのが大好きだったんじゃないの。偽りの正義も馬鹿げたヒーローも大嫌いだったんじゃないのか。
Aren't you the one who loves running away? Aren't you the one who hates false justice and fake heroes the most?
あんたの望みは何？コラリー。
What do you really want, Corelia?
あんたが
She wants you to wake up.
出ることだよ。
Whoo! Get out of the snowfields.
前に進んで欲しかったんだ。嘘だ。嘘だ。みんな嘘つきだ。
Did she get it? Oh, the bolt.
どうして私は役立たずのヘリ
At the end of her path, she finally gave her all to be stained by the sins of regret. In the name of the void. Oh, okay.
どうして
おーいヘリア、何を書いてるの？最悪のない世界を作る。ほほう、それがあなたの目標？
Hey, Healy, what are you writing? I will create a world without calamity. That's your goal?
やっぱりバカ新米だね。自分にできないことばっかりだ。
You really are a dumb rookie, always trying to do things beyond your
ね
ability.
えヘリア、私が最悪のない世界を作れると言ったら
So, Helia,
信じてくれる？
do you believe I can create a world without calamity?
私はゆっくりゲームできる場所を見つけるのが一番の狙いかな。みんながヒーローになりたいわけじゃないでしょ。あなたに影響されない限りね。
My biggest wish is to find a cozy spot and play games in peace. Why would I want to become my phone's hero? Don't tell me you've infected me with that.
だったら爆発ボタンを押した瞬間にどうして笑ったの？コラリー、
Because she was opening the path for her.
あんたのヒーローになるため、
Mm-hmm.
あんたが希望を抱いて明日へと進めるようにだよ。また
This again.
こんなすれ違い、失敗、果てしない過ち、それは私の人生の象徴だ。
Missed opportunities, failures, and endless mistakes have defined my entire life.
掴もうとした
Now, this is a new C too.
私が触れる前に消えて
There's like 3 new Cs I've heard so far.
暗闇の中に残ったのは一人でさまよう私だけ。
Whenever I tried to catch a ray of light, it would suddenly go out the moment I was about to close my hands, leaving me wandering alone in the darkness.
追いつけない、つかめない、叶わない。何度も何度も空っぽで真っ暗な部屋の中を歩き回り、叫びながらもがいても運命という檻からは逃げられない。
I couldn't catch up, I couldn't hold on. Again and again, I kept pacing, screaming, and struggling in an empty, pitch black room, but I couldn't break free from the cage named Fate.
だってそれは
Stay
完
night?
全に死ぬまで
The hell is wrong with me? Why am I ruining this moment?
絶望の呪いだから。
Because of this curse of complete utter despair. Because
その扉を開けてくれる人は、暗い牢獄に照らす光はもう私の元から去っていった。
because the person who could open the door for me, the light that could illuminate my dark prison, has long since left me.
あの装甲は贈り物なんかじゃ決してない。
That battlesuit was never a gift,
拷問だ。
but an eternal torture.
いかなる時も自分の過去と現在、そして未来までも背負い続けなければならない。 灰になるまで己と戦い続けなければならない。少しでも動揺すれば犯罪によって破滅を迎える。
Every single moment, I must bear the weight of my past, present, and future until I turn to ashes. I must continue fighting against myself, as any hesitation brings devastating backlash.
彼女を失った瞬間に感じた最大の絶望を何度も噛みしめた。 恨みで意志を育み、憎しみで血肉を築き上げた。自身の意志を貫き、時空を重ねる力を支配するためだった。
Again and again, I recalled the most desperate moment, the moment of losing her. I nurtured my mind with hatred and crafted flesh and blood from hatred, so that I could fully embrace fuel and harness the power to transcend time and space.
あの装甲を身につけてから、私は毎日、毎秒、言い表せないほどの苦痛に苛まれていた。
After putting on the battlesuit every day,
痛みの原因は一体何だったのかな。
every moment I've been in unspeakable pain. But what exactly is causing me this pain?
血に染まった目、刃に切り裂かれた獅子、この胸の中で不気味な音を立てながら血肉を引き裂く鼓動。
Is it my eyes that are drenched in blood? Is it my limbs that are severed by sharp blades? Or the grotesque thing that beats at my chest? One that keeps dripping fluids and cutting my flesh?
いや違う。そんなもので痛みを感じるはずがない。
No. Those things don't cause me pain.
汚れに胸を貫かれた時、苦痛とは言えないと思った。この装甲によって無数の時空の最悪と殺し合っている時も耐えられると思った。
When fangs and claws of pollution pierced my chest, I didn't think it was painful. When the battlesuit let me fight against calamities across the countless space-time simultaneously, I thought I could take it.
私を苦しめ、心が裂けるような思いをさせてるのは一体何？
Then what is it that makes me suffer so much?
それからやっとわかった。
Only later did I understand.
私を苦しめてるのはいつもすれ違う運命なんだ。
What caused me unbearable pain was a damn fate that passed me by every time.
あの時もう少し努力してれば、
If only I worked a little harder back
も
then.
う少し頑張ってたら、あの時おままごとのような模擬戦闘に満足せずに、彼女みたいにもっと早く本物の汚れと立ち向かってたら。
If I hadn't settled on some battles that were child's play, and instead chose to follow her example and fought real pollutants early on,
あの時、両親が一番いい基地で暮らせるように励むんじゃなくて、彼女みたいに強くなるために必死になっていたら。
if I hadn't limited my goals to getting my parents into the best place then, and instead dared to risk everything, including my life, and become as strong as she was.
あの時、もっと力があったなら、彼女は弱虫のヘリアを守るために孤独な死を選ばずに済んだ。
If I had been more useful then, we should not have had to die alone to protect the weak and incompetent Helia.
あの時、もう少し彼女のことを理解し
Wait, why did I mix that up? That doesn't know what it be.
傲慢なヘリアも彼女の本心に気づいて。
You can't really say much in this section, can you?
そ
Because
の手を握りしめながら伝えられた。
what Helia is essentially doing is just giving out her heart, right? If I had wanted to know her more, then what would that self-righteous Helia have understood Corelia's true thoughts? Held her hand and told her no matter what decision she made, I would walk alongside her?
あの時、もう少し素直でいれば。バカなヘリアも最悪を滅ぼすという妄想から目を覚まして、彼女を犠牲にせずに済んだの。
If I had been less self-righteous then, what would that ridiculous naive Helia have gotten over her delusions of fixing the calamity, so Coralie wouldn't have to sacrifice everything for his foolish words.
私なんかに出会わなければよかったんだ。そうしたらコラリーはもっと楽に過ごせて、望み通りに長く生きられたはずなのに。
If only Coralie had never met me, she would have lived a much easier life. I would have lived on as she wished, right?
何しろ私たちの中で一番死を嫌ってたのが
After all, among us,
コラリーだったから。
Jesus Christ, no. After all, among us, Coralie was the only one who detested death the most.
今の私なら愚かな最悪の汚れどころか本物の最悪だってまとめて消してみせる。あんな馬鹿げた結末にはたどり着かない。
And with what I have now, I could easily annihilate the calamity itself for her sake, let alone the laughable pollutants. Alone, I won't let her story end in such an absurd way.
もう少し時間があればそうすることができたのに。
If I only had a little more time, I could have done it.
なのに
But
戦争は無意味だ。時間を戻すことなんてできない。運命にもしもは存在しない。
this world has no room for fantasies, nor can time flow backwards. Nor will fate indulge me even in the slightest, if
もう手遅れだ。彼女を失った以上、この力も無意味になる。
it's all useless now. This power has lost its meaning because I've lost her.
ならば、復讐の茨を身につけよう。それが、すべてを失った復讐期にとって、最後の冠になる。
And so the thorns of vengeance entwine, crowning a ghost of revenge who has nothing left.
ケリアはコラリーの運命を救えない。無数の世界をさまよった後に残されたのは暗く冷たい部屋を見つめる。
I mean, couldn't have he?
絶望しきった虚しい眼差しだけ。
She's kind of like fulfilling a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? By believing that Helia can never save Coralie. Helia cannot save Coralie from her miserable fate, which is a fact held true across the countless universes. The only thing she can do is stare into the cold, dark room with her hollow, hopeless eyes.
扉を開く手は失ってないよ。
No, the hands that can open the door have always been there.
一歩踏み出して扉を開こうとする意志さえあれば。
As long as you're willing to step forward and push to open the door.
何の冗談だ。お前も私と同じように彼女を失ってるのに。
What joke are you telling now? Aren't you just like me, having lost her too?
そうだね。いくら自分を慰めてもコラリーは戻ってこない。
Yes, no matter how much I try to console myself, Coralie will never come back.
この先の未来で私がどんな道を歩み、どんな方法で私たちの願いを叶えるのか、それは自分で答えなきゃならないし、自分しか答えられないんだと思う。
But in the days to come, what path I will take and how I'll fulfill our unfulfilled wishes are questions only I can answer, and I alone must answer.
この世界をより良くしたいというコラリーの願いのために、私は前に進みたい。もちろんそれは私たちがバルキリーになることを選んだ最初の気持ちだよ。
Keep moving forward toward Coralie's wish to make this world a better place. After all, this was also a mission when we chose to become Valkyries.
決して諦めず歩み続けてく。
Therefore, I will keep going forward without stopping, and I will never quit.
愚かだ。 壁にぶつかり数えきれないほどの失敗を経験する。やがて自分の不甲斐なさを何度も思い知らせ
Fool. On this
収穫
path,
がないまま終わりを迎えるはずだ。
on this path, you will stumble and experience countless failures. You will realize that you have been running in circles all this time.
そうかもね。でも私らしいでしょ。あの子の言葉を借りれば、バカヘリアにとって失敗はもう慣れっこのはずだよ。
Indeed, but I've always been like this, haven't I? In her words, the idiot healer should be used to failing by now. The words she once used to tear herself down now brought her to pieces. Peace. Her fist felt lighter than ever, her heart unexpectedly free, no longer chasing the image of a swan, no longer scorched by flames of obsession. Eesh. The gentle cooking of doves led to the dandelion onto a brand new path, while the blue-grey sky mirrored the sky washed clean by sunshine, and the road she had searched for all this time, the one that would make her take her beyond herself, finally broke through the fog in her heart and stretched endlessly towards the horizon.
私は頑固でひねくれた人間だからね。弱いし目立たない。でもそういう人間だからこそ負けず嫌いで思いっきり頑張れるんだ。
I remain conflicted, stubborn, and sensitive. But it's usually someone like this who refuses to give in so easily. I remain weak and ordinary, unremarkable in every way. But it's usually someone like this who can fight with reckless abandon.
先輩にはなれないけど、あの人を目指して走り続けることでもっと遠くまで行けたなら、それこそが旅の成果でしょ。私が歩んできた道とその一歩一歩。
Yeah, it's literally circling back to what I said before, right? It's good that everyone has a goal, right? Because even if everyone can't reach the goal, what matters is the path that you took, right? The experience that you got. I may never become Durando, so what? As long as I can run further towards Durando than I could before, I've gained from this. The paths I've walked, the footprints I've left behind. They are not meaningless at all.
私は平凡なヘリア、ちっぽけなヘリア。ただひたすら退屈な努力を繰り返す以外に何の取り柄もないヘリアだ。
I am the ordinary Helia, the insignificant Helia. I'm the Helia who has no merit other than decades of monotonous, repetitive efforts.
そんな地味な取り柄でも今の私のすべてで私の才能だよ。たとえ一生苦しんで自分を疑うようになってもありのままの私なんだ。
But this unimpressive strength is all that I can embrace right now. So why can't it be called my gift? Even if it brings me lifelong suffering and self-doubt, then what? It's still me.
足を引きずりながら泥の中で這いつくばっても私は止まらなかった。これが私の誇り、私の意地、ダメな私の歪んだ傲慢さだ。
Even if I stumbled and crawled in the mud, I never stopped moving forward. This is my pride, my perseverance, my miserable and twisted ego.
あんたのように立ち止まって泣いたりしない。悲劇が起こった瞬間に時を止めたりはしない。歩み続ける中で新たな可能性を見出してくよ。
I won't cry my eyes out like you do, above a freezing time at the moment of tragedy. Instead, I won't stop moving forward towards new possibilities.
私に証明したいの。私より強いと。私より正しいと。
Are you trying to prove something to me? That you're stronger than me? More righteous than me?
あんたにじゃなく、私自身とヘリアをずっと信じてくれた。
Oh, that's a nice shot. That is a really nice shot.
すべての美しくてダメなヘリアに証明するんだ。
No, it's to prove it to myself. To Corelia, who has always believed in Helia. And every single Helia out there, common, beautiful, and terrible.
だから自分の道を後悔したりはしない。
Therefore, I will never regret the path I've chosen.
私だって 後悔したことはない。
I've never regretted anything either.
そうだったの。よかったね、バカ新米。
Really? That's good, Damiruki.
十分うまくできてたよ。まるで。本物のヒーローだった。
You've done amazingly well. Like, no, you really are a true hero, really.
コロリ
Corelia,
の嘘つき。
you liar.
スーパー兵士コラリーは嘘をつかないよ。本当にバカだね。
Super Soldier Corelia never lies, silly.
行こう、ヘリア。
Let's go, Helio.
まったく。
Really?
彼女たちはまるで離れ離れになったことなどないかのように青く澄み切った清らかで穏やかな世界へ向かった。
They walked towards a world of pristine azure and sublime tranquility, as if they had never been apart.
まだ訪れていないもしもへと。
Walk towards the ifs that never came. And we shall stop right here. Cause holy shit. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so I guess I think I have to like gather my thoughts about what just happened. Because essentially what was happening with what I guess Helia was more like an internal battle, right? And that's what we just experienced, right? The internal battle that Helia had to go through. I would say I like it. I think I have to, you know, not rummage through it, right? But like, I think I have to digest it further to give a fair opinion of what I think overall, right? Because essentially, what Alter Helio was, what it's like what the name that she had, right? A vengeful ghost or spirit. And I guess the difference between the vengeful Alter Helio and our Helio was the perspective, right? Where it's literally as how Helios put it, right? Where time for Alter Helio stopped at the moment of Corellia's death, right? While for Helia, she's still trying to move forwards. I guess you could, in one way, you could kind of argue that there's a similarity between Alter Helia, and Otto, right? Because when Callan died, time stopped for him, right? And he stopped being able to move forward past Callan's death. That's why everything he did was to try and revive Callan and give her a new future, or give her back her future, right? However, and the same can be said for Alter Helio, right? Because once Corelia died, her time for herself stopped. But instead of, thinking that she could give Corelia, another future like Otto did, because she knew that she was, average. And basically average, right? The idea that Otto had didn't come. Instead, she became obsessive with revenge. Okay. Yeah, like the more I think about it, the more I like it. The Helios storyline so far. But yeah, we will stop for now, and we'll continue and finish this off tomorrow, chat. Oh, I am excited to see how this chapter concludes. But yeah, that'll be it for today, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good start to the weekend. And I shall see you guys next time. Bye bye, chat. Do take care.